Hello. Hello. How's it going? Oops. You see nothing. Hi. Hello, everyone. How's it going? Oh my god, I'm so tired. Fuck. Yeesh. Hello, hello. I know I had to just wear the makeup I had put on earlier because I didn't have time to take it off. So, well, I did have time to take it off, but I didn't have time to redo it into something more casual. So I was like, fuck it, we're just doing this. Gene. Ugh. Get it, Munchie. The baby. The cute baby. So how's it going, everyone? How's your week been? How's the week been, chat? I don't know what I'm planning to do this stream. Maybe draw or something? I don't know. I was thinking maybe we could play a game, but I didn't really have time to update anything or get anything working. Sure. This week did go by fast. Fucking hanger on the floor. Ugh. Ugh. I don't know if my brain is working enough to play Target. I'm gonna be so honest. My brain is on fumes right now. Like, filming earlier was difficult. I literally just finished filming like 30 minutes ago. So, pick up my cat. Munchie. Chat request that I hold you, Munchie. Arnar kitten. I did the Incubus today. I'm filming Robin Hood tomorrow because I have to wait for costume pieces to arrive still. Come here. Hi, baby. Nar, don't want to sleep. Nar, kitty. Kitty! We're best friends. I love you. I love you, sir. I love you, little kitty. Ah! Evil kitty. Oh, no, he's evil kitty. No, evil kitty. I love you, evil kitty. Here, I'll put you down. You can go be evil kitty somewhere else. No, don't, not up on the desk. Don't be evil kitty on the desk. There you go. Yeah, kitty. It's my papa kitty. Bad kitty. No, he's a good kitty. He evil kitty. Yes, I am clean now. Shower felt good. So, the next stream, because I'm doing a stream after this on Fansly. So for that stream, I want to watch Sound of Mute. I want to watch The Sound of Music and Inglourious Bastards. That's my plan. Can they? Yeah, Sound of Motorcycle. Bro. He's soft kitten. Oh, he's sleepy kitten. Baby.
So we're gonna do that for the next streams. We're gonna watch those movies.
Baby. He's loafing. He baby loaf.
His tail is way too big to loaf. Dude, no, we will not have time for a Cage movie after that. Those movies are so long. What is the runtime on Sound of Music? Yeah, Sound of Music is just about 3 hours. And Inglourious Basterds is 2.5 hours. So, yeah. You've never seen The Sound of Music before? Raise your hand if you haven't seen The Sound of Music, because I love The Sound of Music. It's just a baby stream. Just a little bit. You haven't? Oh my god. You guys have never seen The Sound of Music? What the heck? I love The Sound of Music. Jean! Okay, who hasn't seen Inglourious Basterds? I feel like more people have seen Inglourious Basterds. Both are up there for movies for me, personally. You have seen it? Okay, okay. LOL. I don't know, it's hard to fall asleep to The Sound of Music. It's so good. I love The Sound of Music. That's what, the song Edelweiss is from. Maybe? They might have, probably. I mean, a lot of people have referenced The Sound of Music. It's a pretty famous movie. Aw, cute. Only once. Okay, yeah, that's the same with me. For Sound of Music, I probably watch it every year. Same with Inglourious Basterds, too, honestly. Should we warm up with me singing Edelweiss? Because I love that song and I can't just play it for you because YouTube. Unfortunately. Distraction. What's the distraction about? Distracting everyone from outside. Bro, what? Oh my god, so many people haven't seen The Sound of Music. I'm glad we're watching it then. The opening scene is very good. Pin Pals is the name of a bowling team. Honestly, that's pretty good. I like it. I have not played Marvel Rivals. You have to go outside. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. LOL. That's funny. Outside is amazing though. It's debatable. Happy Happy Friday. Hello, hello. Dude. Every movie he's in, if I see that he's casted in a movie, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be so good. And he's gonna be speaking multiple languages every time. That's where all the natural beauty is. I guess. But, like, so is everything else. Oh, shoot. Which video was it? True. Right, Gene? That was good. He was so good in Django. Cute. Outside is where the sun and people are. Yeah, exactly. Why the fuck would you want to go out there? Get cancer and have to talk to people? Ugh. Gross. Honestly, I think the Sound of Music soundtrack is one of my favorite musical soundtracks. Yeah. Hello, good evening. I guess it's still afternoon for me, but... yeah. Thank you, Lemon. Thank you. You don't think that's how you get cancer? From the sun? You don't think that you can get cancer from the sun? Who's gonna tell bro that you absolutely can get cancer from the sun? Please wear sunscreen. Please wear sunscreen. Yeah, almost a year. Let's go. Yeah, obviously not at... Buddy. Also, I'm Irish, so pale as fuck, and I burn easily. There's no point. Gene, you read my mind. You literally read my mind. Let's see how I can get off this thing. I have a bit left of it. Yeah. My grandpa, who spends a lot of time in the sun, has to get frequently checked for cancer because he just spends too much time outside. No! Dude, that's the worst. That's the worst because it's so hard to clean up, and also now your eyeshadow is fucked. I hate when that happens. Okay, well, shut up, Lemon. Stop bragging. I need people to fan me with... True. No! Kitten. Poor kitty. True, Brandon. No, for some reason my dad tans really fucking well. It's annoying. My dad and my sister tan really well. Me and my mom just burn to a crisp. Some bullshit. But also, like, I just can't be outside because it hurts my eyes. It's too bright. It's literally too bright. Like, my eyes, like I'm crying. And, like, my eyes are, like, watering and crying if I have to, like, go out and it's sunny. Sunglasses are not enough. My eyes are too sensitive. Oh. Like, Yeah, I was made for Seattle. It's overcast most of the time here. And even when it's not, it's like not super bright generally. Yeah. Umbrella. I hate carrying shit. I hate carrying stuff with a passion. I need to have my arms free when I'm out doing stuff. Poor Seattle. Ugh. This one hair, dude. Alright, how should I distract myself? How should we distract? What should we do? That's so funny. You can lie and just say you know me off YouTube. Or TikTok. Have fun outside. I'm sorry. I can't really dance on here because I can't really play music, unfortunately. I can definitely do some dancing later, though. Look at that kitty. He's so cute. He's just a baby. Nuggy, are you a baby? You baby Nug? You baby Nug? His little ears. Yeah, I can't play music on YouTube. Fuck. Why is it getting me now? Fuck. Dude, I keep having that happen. It's like delayed. It makes me cough. Ugh. What about Michael Jackson dance move? I can't really do the moonwalk, so. Did I see the reveal for the Switch 2? I did not, but honestly I have zero interest. Zero interest in getting it. I have 3 Switches already. I'm good. I'm okay. I like it how it is. I like the current one. Unless the new one has like a hackable, moddable flaw in it at the moment. If that's the case, then maybe, but yeah. I have flies on all my other islands. Listen, I have flies on my other islands. I have almost my Critterpedia completed on my personal island. It's just the fucking stream island that tortures me, and I don't know why. Can I still use TikTok? Yeah, it came back after like 14 hours. It wasn't gone very long. It was back like pretty fucking quick. Literally went to sleep and it was back. Thank you. TikTok's fun. It's definitely fun. I made a red book though. So that should also be fun once I have more stuff to post on it. Yeah, it literally went dark for like a night. But like you can still get on it if you just had a different, if you made a new account from a different country, you could get back on it. So it really wasn't the end of the world, and yeah. Yeah, the whole thing was just a publicity stunt. Dude, my hair. Ugh, I had a wig on earlier and now my hair is just pissing me off. It's like all staticky. Block Facebook to get their For You page back to normal? No. No. I don't know why people keep saying that. Nothing changed about my For You page. It's been the exact same. I don't understand. Also, all the people that were like, oh my god, Instagram made me follow Trump and Vance. Like, it's because the POTUS accounts always swap over. The POTUS accounts swap. They swapped whoever's currently in charge. This happens every 4 years. I don't understand. For your fans who don't have TikTok, how do go with you, you fashion lady? Well, let's start with the fact that I'm a boy, so that's the first thing. Second off, TikTok isn't really my main platform. That'd be Fansly is my main platform. If you go down in the links below, you'll find my Twitter, or if you just go here, you'll find my Twitter. That will link to my Fansly, which is my main platform. Otherwise, I'd probably consider Twitter my main platform. That's where I post the most, I think. So, yeah. Yeah. You made a red book and tried to delete it, and you can't because it's asking for a piece of information you don't have, like a phone number or something. I would put in a phone number and then try to delete it after you've added that information. Yeah. But you could also just, like, delete the app, I feel like. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Mistron. So, like, they record who's there and they just move everyone. Just because it's easiest that way. You're good, you're good. Happy Friday. Almost the weekend. I have one more day of work, but almost Sunday. Sunday's my one day off. CJ, you can easily find this out. He is a dinner roll. He baby.
Hey, Popos. It's a good dog.
Soul got a haircut. She's all clean now. Happy girl.
Happy good Popos. You clean, Popos. She's a good dog. Go back to sleep, Sully. Go back to sleep, doggy. Yeah, just a good dog.
She's so silly. Do I still cosplay? Again, you could find this out pretty easily, I feel like. Yes. Oof, Brandon, that sucks. I say as that's my normal work schedule. But I did that to myself, so only me to blame. That's okay. I don't know, I might not stream on YouTube anymore. I kind of stopped doing that a while ago. Ugh. My favorite thing to cook. I like making cookies and pies and stuff. That's pretty fun to make. That's not really cooking, that's baking. Favorite thing to cook? probably like mac and cheese or something. Yum. This is my natural hair gene. I have a rare condition where half of my hair grows bottle bleached blonde. You guys couldn't tell that was sarcasm? Come on, I can read the sarcasm. Oh, stop. I got you, I got you. Bruh, right? Also, like, I love Soul Eater. Who hasn't seen Soul Eater? Such an underrated anime. I really wish they had finished it. Aw, thank you. Are you one of the few people who understood that I was making fun of Trump supporters? Are you one of the few people who got it? Because... Thank you. I don't know how so many people didn't understand I was making fun of them. I did a more on-the-nose one this time. But, Jesus. Yes, I do want to play some more games on stream. The issue is right now, like, most of the games that I've been playing need to be, like, updated and stuff, and I'm just like, I don't wanna. It's such a pain. I did hear about Fire Force being connected. It makes sense, but also it's not a continuation of Soul Eater, which is what I really want. Yeah, I have to update my mods for Stardew is the problem, and I need to update the game, and then I need to update The Sims, which requires so many mods to be updated, and it's just like so annoying. Cult of Lamb also needs to be updated. So nope, not a girl, but you can call me that in your head if you want to, if it helps you sleep better at night, but you would be lying to yourself. And when you jerk off about it, it'll be gay. God will know. Thank you, thank you. It's incredibly one-dimensional. We've completely lost the art of parody, and it's so upsetting. Like, that's one of the reasons why I like Inglourious Bastards as much as I do, because it's like, one of the things Nazis hate is people making fun of them and doing so by impersonating them and making them look bad in the process is one of the things they hate the most. And I don't know when people forgot that, but it used to be common knowledge. Yeah, like Chaplin, like Tarantino has done, like any number of different things have done, but yeah, parody is quintessential to critique, I think. And I think it's one of the few ways to get through to some people who might not realize things in another format. But yeah. No, I can't do ASMR. Whatever, I don't care if I mess it up. I've been like trying to avoid touching my face all day. No, I can't do ASMR because, like, if I had to edit it, it would drive me crazy because I can't listen to it. It's like nails on a chalkboard for me. Like, anytime I hear ASMR stuff, I'm always like, please make it stop. It's always so awkward. Oh, yes, there has been a new game that, fuck, I forget what it's called. There's a new porn game that, looks interesting. It looks like it's gonna be pretty good. It's on Steam. I forget what it's fucking called, though. They've been promoting it for a while, and it's been saved on my, like, wish list for, like, whenever it came out. But, like, they released more previews and stuff of it, and it looks really good. But I forget what it's fucking called. What is it called? Okay, do you know? Does anyone know? It's like an RPG porn game. Yeah, I did see that. And it's funny to say that, oh, it made everyone a woman, but actually it just kind of snuck fetal personhood into it while also stripping, all men of their right to their own gender, which is, a choice, but yeah. Cloud Meadow. Oh, is that it? That name sounds super familiar. It might be that. I think there was Animal People, yeah. Dude, I saw a tweet yesterday, and I've been thinking about it a lot, but also in two parts. So there was a tweet that was like, we can tell the regression in literacy amongst, like, school shooter, well, not just school, but, like, shooter manifestos over the last, like, decade. Like, we can see the decline in literacy through that, which, very interesting, compelling, statement, which I don't know if it's true or not, but it's definitely interesting, and I think there is some truth to it. But then the person who tweeted that followed it up. Someone asked them, like, oh my god, you should write about this, like, that's a really interesting topic. And they were like, that's too much work, I don't want to have to write. I don't want to have to write about it. It's too complicated. And the irony of that is just, oh god, that's so funny. That's so ironic and funny. Because it's like they were true, or like they had a compelling initial point, and then the ironic, like, I don't want to have to write about it though. I don't have a Twitch yet. I'm gonna make one. I need to get around to it, but I'm gonna make one. But yeah. The graphic novel, listen, my stalker has a graphic novel, so, like, we're one step away from that. Don't give him ideas. Thank you for acknowledging my on beatness. My 15 years of taking dance classes paid off, I guess. Wait, Lemon, have you not seen? Have you not seen? Technically, he isn't the one writing it. It's someone else that's equally unhinged, but in, like, a different way. But he feeds off of it, and it's weird. It's very weird. And then he's been posting about how he's Batman and I'm Raven, apparently. But so close. You're actually, like, Mad Eye Moody mixed with Jabba the Hutt. I've said this a few times because it's the perfect description of him. Batman? Please be serious. Please be serious. Batman has like an 8-pack and is rich and hot and has morals, saves people actually, instead of saving them because you want to fuck them and be creepy about it and act like they're your child while also fucking them, because that's his whole thing. Yeah, he is dense. Yeah, very, very. I have an active restraining order against him, and he thinks it's just like not gonna like magically apply for some reason, so he actively still tries to talk to me. Like, it's yeah. Listen, Batman does have weird morals, but he at least has a moral compass, versus someone whose moral compass is purely driven by their fucking dick and balls and what it currently desires. But like in the sense of like the way a rapist desires something. As in like they always want something that doesn't want them back and they will do anything to force it upon that. Yeah. So it's gross. True. Also, Batman is smart. And again, like a millionaire. So yeah. I feel like Batman is like low-key a little bit like Iron Man a little bit, but just less Tony Starky. No, he doesn't deserve that much airtime. I just wanted to catch people up who were uninitiated with the hot mess that is what I was referencing. True. Technically Bruce Wayne is the billionaire. Okay, yeah, but same bitch. Oh no, it definitely wouldn't, but like he sees himself in that when like he is on food stamps. He's on food stamps and currently hoping and praying that the man he voted for doesn't take away his health care. So like, I don't know where the fuck he gets off comparing himself to fucking Batman. Like, please be serious. It's just... Really, I feel like he'd be low on my list of people. Did he really? That's funny. Personally, I love Batman, so I am a little biased. But that's mostly because I love Robin. It's like Robin is my favorite. Ooh. Yikes. Food stamp billionaire, exactly. Which, like, nothing wrong with being on food stamps, but there is something wrong with it if you actively voted against that. Honestly, I like all the Robins. Every different version of Robin is pretty good. Yeah. That's a good point. Superman's secret identity is like real weak though, I'm not gonna lie. Like glasses, really? Really? That's When am I on YouTube? I'm on YouTube on Fridays at 2 o'clock. Like right now. Oh yeah, definitely Teen Titans Robin is the best one. I mean, Teen Titans everything is the best everything, so like, hard to beat that. The babies. All of the babies. Hey, Bobby. Dude, Teen Titans Robin definitely kicked the most ass. He was a fucking menace. Love him. The disguise works? Bro, it does not work. As someone who also wears glasses and contacts, it does not work. Snar. Thank you, Potato. Ugh. Yes, hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Hi, mama. Ooh, on the bright side. Dude, don't do that. You're gonna get caught on my sweater. I was just petting you. Do you notice that I'm streaming right now? Usually when I'm in this chair, I'm busy. I don't know if you're aware of this, Bob. Yeah. Give you belly rubs. And maybe you too. How did no one recognize him? I feel like you should recognize him, like, just because he's Henry Cavill, but, I mean, okay. I guess. I just feel like it would just not work on me. Same with, like, Cinderella. Like, how are we not recognizing people? I guess it's the same people. It's the same type of thing where it's like people don't recognize their teachers at the grocery store, but like I definitely recognize my teachers at the grocery store. So I don't know. No, he definitely wouldn't lie about it. It's just shocking, buddy. Go lay down with your sister. You're being so needy. The prince was just in defeat, honestly. Yeah, it was an excuse. Definitely an excuse. Buddy, get away from the kitty food. Don't try to steal that kitty food. Sometimes it looks like he has a mullet. I can see that. Bye, buddy. That's so funny. I feel like if he had spent the whole night staring at her feet, he would have recognized her feet immediately. That just reminded me of the original fairy tale for Cinderella. No, he was staring at her titties the whole night.
Oh, stretchy kitten. It's almost food time, baby. There you go. Eat, kitty, eat. Get your little beans. Get the stance. Get the kitty stance. Get it, Munchie. Get it. I love watching him eat. It's so cute. No baby. Happy kitten.
I love his little stance when he's eating. He has to like brace himself. Would I wear socks and glass slippers or just bare feet? I mean, I feel like you're supposed to wear bare feet, but I would absolutely wear some sheer tights or something with that, because that shit is gonna stick and be so uncomfortable so quickly. Like, oof.
Are you leaving me now, sir? Dirty kitten. Goodbye, sir. Goodbye, silly kitty. Goodbye, nugget. You're gonna be just a nugget right there. What's she doing, Munchin? You gonna tag the puppy?
So. That's not for you. That's not for you. You silly dog. Gotta clean his little face. Oh, babies. Or there's small vents in the glass slippers. Ooh. Happy birthday, Chris. I can't. Oh, there's a body. There's a body in the doorway. When were tights invented? I think tights have been around for a while, but I think tights as we know them now. Dude, when did nylons get invented? That's a good question. Okay, the first tights were made in 1803, but the modern concept of tights is credited to Alan Grant Sr. in 1959. So, yeah, almost the 60s. Early history of tights. 11th century, men wore velvet tights for warmth and luxury. 15th century, prototype tights were woven stockings attached to a codpiece. 1803, the first tights were made to replace petticoats. And then 1930s, nylon stockings were introduced. Okay, so 1930s. Nylon stockings were introduced, which were affordable, durable, and fashionable. And then 1950s, Lyrica, a stretchy version of nylon, was invented. Okay, so there's that. Modern history of tights. 1959, Alan Grant Sr. invented pantyhose, also known as panty legs. Kitty. 1960s, tights became popular with mini skirts, especially after Twiggy and Liza Minnelli wore them. That makes sense. That's what I was thinking when I was originally thinking it. And then 1980s, lyric tights became more comfortable and better fitting. There you go. Look at that. And then at some point we got Miso. Were you humping your sister? God damn it, Miso. I think that they know he's a kitty bop, but I don't think Munchie knows that he's a kitty bop. Yeah. Sunny. Sunny. It's Sunny. So, hey, Mrs. Popos. What are you doing, silly dog? Just looking at the door. You checking it out, Mrs. Popos? I don't know what she's looking at. Good night! You wonder why tights became part of all the uniforms for Japanese office ladies? It's not just Japanese office ladies. That was like uniform for most office ladies for a while, up until the Industrial Revolution. Actually, no, still office ladies had to wear it, but certain other jobs you didn't have to anymore. You could wear pants and stuff because it was more practical. But like, no, in the office it was still much a thing until like fuck, like the 2010s. Yeah, there's a lot of offices that still that's the dress code. So yeah. Yeah, I think pantyhose or nylon tights are what they think of when you say tights. But there's also like fleece tights and stuff, which are so nice in the winter. I like pattern tights are fun. Pattern tights are fun, but you have to be wearing a very plain outfit with it, so it's kind of hard to make it work. Yeah, no, nylon was rationed during World War II. And you couldn't wear tights, so you would just draw the lines on the back of your leg. That was definitely a thing. What's so special about Disneyland? I don't know, it's Disneyland. No! Bro, that sucks. Yeah, I know, it's dumb. I remember my mom for a while had to her office, the company that she works for was like, yes, everyone has to wear tights. And she's like, I'm not doing that. A, we live in Washington. And B, that would be weird as fuck. It would make people uncomfortable if I'm like dressed the fuck up in like a fucking pencil skirt and tights. It would feel way too formal. It'd be really weird. Because it's like, it's a company from like New York or what. It's one of those, it's, I don't remember where, but it's a company that's from a bigger, more uppity city than Seattle. And, yeah. She was like, that's literally gonna make people uncomfortable when they walk in here. And also, I'm not like client facing that much. So. Oh, at Saks Fifth Avenue in the 60s? Yeah, definitely no pants. Definitely no pants there. Movies are fun. I like movies. Lynchy, why are you crying, kitten? He's just crying out there. So silly. True, it does have better rides and food than Disney World. This is true. Although the thing that Disney World has that's better is Epcot, except I can't go to Disney World anymore, so yay! It's hard to choose an all-time favorite movie, because there's a lot of movies that I really like. It's so hard to choose. I really like Donnie Darko. That's definitely up there. Requiem for a Dream, probably up there for me. There's so many movies. There's too many to choose from. Those are good. I think But I'm a Cheerleader is another one that's probably tied for favorite movie for me. She's the Man is also up there for sure. Love that movie. We just watched that the other day. We watched that on Monday. That was good. Hello. What do I mean I can't go to Disney World? Because it's in Florida. What are Kevin Smith movies? Oh my god, Chasing Amy. Chasing Amy was interesting. I think Chasing Amy is my favorite of his. Yeah. Mallrats was good too. I did like Clerks, but it's not my favorite. Dogma was interesting. Tusk was Tusk. Tusk was Tusk. But yeah, no, definitely Chasing Amy is my favorite. What's my favorite Nicolas Cage movie about the Portland food scene? Stop. No, Gene! This is slander. Ugh. Am I gonna check out Disneyland in Japan when I visit? Maybe, probably. I mean, I want to. Yeah. I mean, easier said than done, cause like I can't really go to Florida because they're gonna be quickly passing laws that heavily restrict trans people. They're already doing that. They've been doing that. Like, they've rolled back a bunch of like drag laws and stuff, which they pretend like is about drag, but it's about trans people. So don't feel safe in Florida. But yeah. Can't really go there. I would not be protected. Disney Star Wars Hotel? Bro, what the heck? Huh. Interesting. So, there's a lot of, like, laws that protect drag performers, which are laws that, like, the gay community spent decades trying to get passed and stuff. It's to protect you for, like, being allowed to cross-dress in public, because that was a crime, and it's been a crime historically in, like, a lot of countries, including America, for a long-ass time, and that, we passed laws to protect that, right? And one of the things they want to do is remove that right. So it lasted 5 months. How much money did they lose doing that? That's crazy. Yeah, I thought I saw Jenny did a video on that. Yeah, only open for 5 months. They could not make their money back in that time. That's crazy. How? Yep. That's crazy, right? I love Jenny. Jenny, and then also Swell. They're my favorite, like, going and seeing stuff YouTubers. Why? Why would they do that? It's so random. It's like the most random shit. Right. I love her. She's so funny. Hello. hello, hello, hello. Yes, I'm here. I'm here and we're hanging out. Yeah, well, NASCAR is crazy in and of itself. Oh my god, now I want to watch Talladega Nights. Okay, what's your favorite Will Ferrell movie? I have to look them up because I need to see a list. Chat, what's your favorite Will Ferrell movie? Other than Barbie. Did you guys see Spirited with Ryan Reynolds and him, and it's a Christmas movie, by the way? That shit was crazy. Oh god. He's been in too many good movies. Fuck. He was in Lego Movie. Fucking Zoolander. Oh god. Anchorman. Blades of Glory. Stranger Than Fiction. Step Brothers. There's so many good ones. Everything Must Go. That was good too. Wait. I actually love his serious movies. Oh my god, wait. Bewitched. Bewitched was so good. Fuck. Talladega Nights, though. That one's pretty up there. He was in Curious George? What the heck? Starsky and Hutch. Superstar. Night at the Roxbury. There's so many good ones. I think Old School. I think Stranger Than Fiction, Talladega Nights, or Everything Must Go are my favorites for him. Or Anchorman. Oh, that's hard. I still haven't seen Will and Harper, so I'm not adding that to the list because I haven't seen it yet. I know, we need to watch it really bad. We'll watch it. That's so random. Oh god, what's the list? We have a list. Whatever could we need distracting from? Exactly. We have nothing to even be distracting from. Everything is fine. Everything's fine. Fuck. Dude. God damn it. He's another good actor who's always in good shit. Good night! Thank you. Oh, Back to the Future. I love Back to the Future. Nice. Oh, and also thank you. Welcome to the White Nice. I didn't notice. I was not looking at the screen. Oh, did it really? I gotta make sure mine's correct then. Yeah, nice. Nice. Fixed. Let's go. I need to add more links. Whatever. They did. Anya Taylor-Joy is in a lot of good stuff. Oh my god. Chat. let's come on a deep dive with me for a second here, okay? Thank you. I'm wearing it leftover from filming. But yeah. Thank you. First Super on Alive. Let's go. Yes. Okay, wait. Who hasn't seen the menu? You guys haven't seen the menu? Oh my god. Okay. So, the menu is like an unhinged movie. It's so good. It's so good. I love it. It's so good. Right? It makes me want a burger so bad. I want a burger so bad now just thinking about it. Anyway, cast goated. It's so good. I love it. I love it so much. Anyway, great movie. You should watch it. However, that's not what I want to talk about. So, me and my fiance went to this restaurant that we like to go to in Seattle. It's like a really nice like Japanese fusion steakhouse type thing. We'll go there for like fancy meals if we want to like spend a fucking $1,000 on a meal. Anyway, if it's usually for like a celebration of some type. So for the new year, we were celebrating and we went and had brunch. Brunch is a lot cheaper, just so we're clear. It's not $1,000. It's like 200, 300, it depends. Anyway, so we were like eating there, right? And I was enjoying myself. I'm like, dude, this place is so good. I don't understand how it doesn't have like a Michelin star, you know? And then we're like, are there any like Michelin star places in Seattle? And so we were looking it up, and apparently there's not, because Michelin stars are only available to cities that have paid $1 million to get them to add their city to the list. And Seattle has refused. Because we don't need that, like, at all. So, which is like so unhinged, right? Oh, stop sending me burgers. I'm hungry. I want a burger now. Fuck. I'm gonna have a burger in between. Anyway, so yeah, so it's like $1 million to get them to come to your city and add restaurants to the list. And so no, there's not any in Seattle. However, there used to be one that was on Lummi Island, which is like not in Seattle. It's near, by America standards, it's nearby. It's like 2-3 hour drive or some shit, and you have to take a ferry. Anyway, it's a hot second. So there was a restaurant that was, yes, so yes, I am a boy. Okay, let me look up. Fuck, I forget what it's. Let me. Is it called the? Okay, yeah, found it. Okay, so there was a restaurant. It was a fine dining restaurant called the Willows Inn was on Lummi Island. And the place from the menu looks suspiciously the exact same as it. Okay? Okay? Had a similar, like, dining experience. Mind you, my parents have gone to this place. Okay? My parents have, like, went here back when it was open. I'll get to that. Because it's closed now. It's been closed in disgrace. Alright? I think they're reopening it or something, but anyway, that's besides the point. It's closed. So we were talking about it, and I was just like, dude, what about that one place? Like, I know my parents went to, like, a place that's, like, a Michelin Star. Like, I need to text them and, like, what the fuck? Like, there was a place, right? And so I started looking it up, and we were like, wait, it's gone. And we were like, wait, why is it gone? This is from Bon Appetit. All right, this is an article on Bon Appetit. The disgraced fine dining restaurant Willows Inn has closed. After years of allegations detailing wage theft, sexual harassment, and racist bullying, one of the country's most exclusive restaurants shuts down. So we saw that and we were like, yo, what the fuck happened? We were like, what the fuck? So, here we go. Here's the article. I'll read it. I'll just read the whole article to you because it's crazy. More than a year after allegations of a toxic workplace culture surfaced, one of America's seemingly most idyllic restaurants has closed. The Willows Inn property won inspiration for the recent chefy horror movie, The Menu. They literally list it as inspiration for The Menu. Like, that's how bad it is. Has been donated to a nonprofit, the Seattle Times reports. Since the restaurant opened on Lummi Island in 2010, a flood of diners from around the world made the 2-hour drive and ferry ride from Seattle, Washington for a taste of its rustic chic menu and lush surroundings. But over the past 5 years, the Willows Inn has faced a series of lawsuits, plus an April 2021 New York Times investigation outlining accusations of wage theft, sexual harassment, and racist bullying. Despite the allegations, droves of employee resignations, and various protests by locals, the restaurant managed to stay open until November of this year, finally serving its last meal the week before Thanksgiving. And before I keep reading, mind you, Lummi Island is not big. It is a tiny little, very fucking close-knit island. So the locals protesting is a huge deal. The new owner of the property, which is valued at an estimated $2 million, is the Christian nonprofit Lighthouse Mission Ministries, which, okay. Previous owners, Tim and Marcia McEvoy, donated the sprawling hotel, farm, and dining room to the social services organization, which primarily seeks to end houselessness. According to the Seattle Times, it's still unclear if and when the mission will seek a new owner for the property, but the sale could theoretically raise a lot of money for its work. It's too early to know if a potential new owner would want to operate the restaurant and hotel rooms in a similar manner, the organization said. Okay, whatever. Don't care about that. The restaurant gained esteem in its early years, mostly for its hyper-local menu from former Noma chef Blaine Wetzel, which he's who we'll be talking about, which earned rave reviews on virtually every national best of restaurant list, including a 2013 mention by Bon Appetit. Yet, the Willows Inn has been clouded in controversy for the past half a decade. Here are some of the reasons why. 1. In 2017, the restaurant was ordered to pay $149,000 in damages and unpaid wages to kitchen employees. According to a 2017 Eater report, the inn required its entry-level employees to work a 1-month-long unpaid trial. Once hired, they were allegedly paid rates as low as $50 with no overtime and 14-hour shifts. Like, holy shit. Also, thank you! Thank you so much! Thank you, bun. Thank you. Oh my god, this shit's so crazy. Okay. 2. There's so many. Okay, 2. In early 2021, the restaurant paid $600,000 to settle a class action lawsuit riddled with similar accusations. At the time, Wetzel denied any wrongdoing. 3. Later that same year, a New York Times investigation uncovered allegations from 35 employees of verbal and sexual harassment, brutal 16 to 18-hour days, and sexist and racist bullying by Wetzel and manager Reed Johnson. According to the Times, workers accused Wetzel of pressuring young female employees to drink alcohol, use illegal drugs, and have sex with male kitchen staff members and visiting chefs. The piece also alleged that the restaurant was passing off store-bought ingredients as being island harvested. The owners denied the accusations then. The resulting class action lawsuit, featuring 137 former employees, was settled this year for $1.37 million. Bruh. Next, according to the Seattle Times, the Willows Inn also faced 3 other individual cases over wage theft and wrongful termination this year. The New York Times, which this was written in 2023, I think. Yeah, I think I remember it. The New York Times reports that those have since been resolved. A Willows Inn Instagram post from just 15 weeks ago, a couple of months before the restaurant shuttered, features 3 staff members and the caption, "Teamwork is everything." Neither McEvoy or Wetzel have responded to the New York Times' request for comment. According to previous reporting, Wetzel and his wife, the internationally famous chef Daniela Soto Inns, that's her name, were joining forces to open their own restaurant and farm in Nayarit, Mexico. I'm butchering all of these names, I'm so sorry. North of Puerto Vallarta. Wetzel has since stated that he won't be involved with the project. This isn't the first revelation regarding the restaurant industry's dark underbelly. It's the exactly kind of harsh culture that The Menu, which features an uncannily similar restaurant on an island in the Pacific Northwest, satirizes. The New York institution Blue Hill, which is run by chef Dan Barber, was recently accused of brutal working conditions, such as allegedly mishandling a rape allegation. Mario Batali, who once owned a slew of restaurants such as Del Posto, recently settled 2 assault lawsuits. Eduardo Jordan reopened June Baby this year. His popular Seattle restaurant closed last summer when a majority of his staff walked out in the wake of a Seattle Times investigation into accusations of sexual misconduct and unwanted touching. These sorts of incidents are commonplace in the restaurant business, according to a 2021 survey. 71% of female workers have been sexually harassed at least once during their time working hospitality. The highest number of any industry complaints of harassment lodged with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission disproportionately comes from service-related workers, including those in the restaurant industry. Historically, it's been rare that a restaurant suffers any long-term consequences in these types of accusations, but it's certainly all over for the Willows Inn, if not for Wetzel. Bruh. So, that, I was like, holy shit, what the fuck? So I read that, was like freaking out. So I text my mom and I'm like, oh my god. And she was like, oh yeah, there was also accusations apparently of him like going after like underage native workers that live on Lummi, because a lot of them are like underage like native workers, and those were some of the people he was taking advantage of, which just makes it like infinitely worse. It was already bad, but the fact that they were underage makes it infinitely worse. And I'm shocked that was not mentioned in this, but yeah. So yeah, that shit's crazy. So yeah, that's what the menu's based on. It makes a lot more fucking sense now. Like, fuck. Apparently the food was shit, and my parents went and got a burger after, yeah. Like, actually. Like, actually. They went and got food somewhere else afterwards. I don't know if it was actually a burger, but, like, knowing my dad, it might have been a burger. They said it was super awkward. They said it was really awkward. It was uncomfortable to, like, be there. It was, like, weird atmosphere as fuck. The food was, like, just weird, not filling, too experimental. Like, fuck. Alright, I should do more research into it. I think I would need help with that, though. The Queen has researchers, okay? I also love getting a burger after a fancy meal that doesn't fill me up. It hits. She likes to scratch at the carpet. She fluffing it. I'm already putting him to enough work. Ugh. But yeah, so that was crazy. Little side deep dive there. But like, holy shit. Bruh. He can sit off camera and react. Like the Queen. Bro. Okay, but the place that I like going, the fancy place I like going, for anyone else who wants like a really fancy meal in Seattle, it's technically not in Seattle, it's in Bellevue, but it's close enough. It's called Ascend. You should go there if you're ever in Seattle area. Go there, it's really fucking good. You have to get a reservation though. Usually they're really full. So get a reservation like the day before. No, Ascend. But they're certified in Wagyu, so they sell Wagyu there. Actual Wagyu. Because it's one of the few places that has like the seal of certificate from Japan where they're allowed to sell actual Wagyu. So yum. Dude, there's like a hair on my eye and I cannot get rid of it. No, ascend. Like you're ascending to heaven. Ascend. No, it's Japanese fusion steakhouse. But it's it's like barely a steakhouse. It's Japanese fusion high-end steak. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes, Ascend. It's really good. It's really good. But it is expensive. That's why it's like a treat yourself thing. But yes. I don't know if they have miso soup. No. They have nori french fries though. Nori truffle french fries, and they're so good. Oh my god. They also have Wagyu sashimi. And my favorite thing, they have pureed, like, Japanese purple sweet potatoes. So yummy. So good. Also, like, just their, like, the bread they give you. So good. The bread basket. It's like little pastries, but it's so fucking good. Yeah, that is Jeffu. It's the same place. Do they have a tasting menu? I don't know. They probably do. I feel like they do. I feel like they must. I always just get the same thing though. Get my nori fries and my pureed sweet potato and truffle mac and cheese, and I am set. They always have really good dessert there. Because I'm not like a big steak person. So, yeah. Honestly, I think that their brunch is the best though, because they have this amazing chicken and waffles. It's karaage chicken and waffles with like gochujang butter melting on it. It's so good. It's so good. Fuck. It's such good truffle mac and cheese too. So yummy. But now I'm really craving a burger though. The burger sounds so good. No. I want burger. I'm asking if we can have burger for dinner. Do it. Do it. It's really good. Waffles or pancakes? Honestly, my favorite is crepes. So neither of those is technically my favorite, but if I had to choose, I would choose waffles. But I also like French toast better. But yeah, waffles, because there's more like texture. Nice, nice. Yeah, see, I am horrible at exploring menus in a restaurant. I pretty much just get the 2 or 3 things that are like safe for me to eat on a menu, and then that's all I have. Because there's so many things I can't fucking eat, unfortunately. Burger with cheese sounds so good. Yeah, exactly. I can't explore menus, unfortunately. I have to preemptively read what's on the menu, figure out what I can actually have, and then I get that thing. And I don't get anything else, and I don't try anything else. Because it's not worth it. No food is worth it. No food is worth going to the hospital. It's just never worth it. Ugh. There is nothing more uncomfortable for me than being around someone who, like, keeps trying to make me eat shit that I can't eat. It's so annoying. Ugh. Like, I don't know why my parents are the worst with that, even though they should be fully aware of how allergic I am. Like, I don't... It's goofy. Let's see, what's on YouTube right now? Thank you. Exactly, it's never worth it, because I have to spend 6 hours and however much fucking money. I have to get steroid injections, I have to get adrenaline, it's like a whole fucking thing. I'm exhausted by the end of it. I have to get an IV. It sucks ass. I fucking hate going to the hospital for an allergic reaction. I don't have stuff to cook a burger right now. See, I can have almonds. Almonds are better. So you can't actually overcome allergies. Like, actual allergies are something that only gets worse with more exposure. So if you have a true allergy to something, avoid exposure at all costs, because the more you are exposed to it, the more significantly worse it will get. Intolerances, however, you can grow out of. So that's just, it's different, and a lot of people don't understand what an intolerance is versus what an actual true allergy is. Intolerances aren't just for milk, so, or like dairy. It's for a lot of other things. Like I used to have a strawberry intolerance. I grew out of that. Things like that. So yeah, you cannot overcome allergies like that. The thing about cat allergies specifically, a lot of people, like me for example, I thought I was allergic to cats for the longest time. Turns out I'm not actually. What actually I was allergic to was the like dirt and pollen and stuff like that. So yeah, a lot of things get misdiagnosed, and that's like recovering from an allergy is because you never actually really had it in the first place. So, or like the only exposure you have to it is circumstances where you are exposed to another allergy you have, and therefore it gets confused because of a more common allergy, which is what happened for me. So yep, if my bops are clean, I can have them. If they're indoor bops, I can have them. I am super allergic to pollen though. Pollen, grass, like cut grass, every type of pollen fucks me so hard. Like my allergies between seasons is so bad. Like right now it's cold outside and my allergies are been killing me. So love ferrets. There is some furry animals I am actually truly still allergic to. Cats just are not one of them, thankfully. But like horses, can't do horses. I cannot do horses. But I think that's more to do with like their sweat and stuff that like it, and like just the way that horses have to live. But like yeah, barn type animals I'm gonna be more allergic to because they have to live outside, stuff like that. But yeah, ferrets are so fucking cute. I would not be able to enrich a ferret enough though. But I love them. I already have a ferret. I don't know where he is, but I have a ferret. He's somewhere. His name is Munchie. He's a ferret. Ferret kitten. I don't think I would be allergic to pigs, no. Because pigs don't really have like a, like, it depends on the pig, for sure, but for the most part, I haven't really been allergic to pigs. Pigs, sheep, goats don't really bother me. Cows, horses, that tends to bother me more. Camels, I can't do that. So, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know exactly how it works. Like birds, I'm not allergic to birds. The cow goes moo. I've never been up close to an alpaca, so I'm not sure. I'm just going off of what's at my local petting zoo. Like, yeah. Emu? I don't think I'd be allergic to an emu, no, because I'm generally not allergic to birds. What does the fox say? Unhinged cackling. I love goats. Goats are so sweet and cute. There's a pygmy goat at our zoo. I love him. He acts like Miso. He's so fucking cute. Love him so much. Every time I go there, I go and pet him for so long. Ugh. How did I figure out I was allergic to camels? Long story, but yeah, there was like a petting zoo and camels were there. Like they just had camels. And I was like 10 feet away from them and I was like, yep, nope, can't do that. Very dirty. Very dirty, and I like the smell hit me and it hit my allergies like immediately. there, bruh. I'm just looking at my computer telling me what the, bro. So you know how on PCs, how they have, like, in the bottom right corner, they have, like, the, like, top stories thing, like, that gives you, like, the breaking news updates or whatever? Mine says, horrific, North, and then just, like, trails off. I'm like, girl, North Korea, what? But it's North Carolina. It's like, girl, don't, no, I can't do this today. Please. Stressed me the fuck out for a second.
Hello.
Ugh. Yeah, breaking news. Shit sucks. It's getting worse daily. Woo! Oh my god. Okay, let's listen to an Am I the Asshole? Truly distract me from looking at the fucking breaking news thing. Like, also, we didn't even get snow this year. Like, that's bullshit. This is just bullshit. Okay. I cry. Anyway, my husband is refusing to get his passport for his granddaughter's destination wedding. Let's find out why. T. There's still time? I guess. I guess. If you say so.
Hey, Waffle Gang.
Sorry, loud.
My name is Mark, and today we're checking out some Reddit stories.
I want
If you do
snow.
have a Reddit story, why not consider hitting that like, subscribe, maybe that notification bell too, and let's crack on with today's first story. Much love, guys. Now, today's first story comes from RCup9063 from the Wedding Drama subreddit, and it says, Destination wedding for husband's granddaughter. He won't do anything to get his
What time is
passport.
movie stream? It is
Married
at
to my
7.
second husband for 27 years. He has 2 kids who I really like and get along with. One daughter has 4 daughters.
I'm waiting for
who are
my
a bit
doctor to call me
spoiled.
back because I need
I made sure to get
her
the
to send me the
granddaughters nice
information
presents
for
their
the
graduation
pharmacy.
gifts, and I've always been the
But I'm
nice
close.
step-grandma who is pretty much ignored
Close.
by the grandkids. My husband does
Also,
zero
my
gift giving or travel arranging when we attend any
birth
of their
certificate,
events. That's all left up to me.
which is
We
one of
attended
the last
weddings
things I
of the
need
first
done.
2 granddaughters, both of which were about 3 hours away.
Apparently
Arranged the
they're
trip,
just super
bought and
behind
wrapped
in
the gifts and bought
processing.
cards. We attended the event,
But it's
and I
coming.
was again the
They said it's
nice
coming.
step
It's on the
grandma
way.
who's pretty much ignored
So
by the
hopefully a few more
grandkids.
months and I'll get that.
About 4 months ago, we received a save the
So I
date
already
card,
sent that
letting us
in.
know that the 3rd granddaughter will be getting married in another country in mid-2025.
Okay.
I have a passport, but husband does not. I told him he will need to get a passport to attend this. He's done nothing. A few weeks ago, I asked if he really wanted to go to this, and he said yes. I reminded him that he would need a passport, so I went online to see what he needed to get that.
A lot.
One item was the date of divorce from his
A
prior
lot.
wife. He said he wasn't going to get into that.
Oh!
Okay, and drop the whole issue.
Is he not
I've been
divorced?
looking at airline flights, and tickets would have cost about $2,000 for both of us. The hotel would be about another $1,000, all-inclusive place.
I don't think
If
bro's
the wedding
divorced. I
is
think he's
taken to the
committing
front of the
adultery.
function, I'm not going to bring this up
Or
again. If he
pol-
asks, I will let him know that
polygamy?
if he actually gets off his butt and gets his
Yeah.
passport, I will make the travel arrangements.
I think he a criminal.
I forgot to mention that the wedding is on a Wednesday, which means we'd have to fly out Tuesday and fly back
Which
Thursday.
I kind of disagree
Can't believe
with.
you should choose Wednesday for a wedding.
Because I feel
day.
like you should be allowed to marry
Thank you,
multiple
Given
people if
Edits
you
mini
want
update,
to.
which said, hey, thanks everyone for all the interesting comments. As
Feels
you can tell,
weird.
there's more going on than just the wedding. I'll be sure to post an update when he completely fails to do anything to go to the wedding, and therefore, we don't go.
Stop.
A commenter asks an interesting question to OP. They said, also, I don't know what the laws are where you are, but have you seen proof he's divorced, right?
Right?
Because, fine, I have no idea what date my divorce went through, but I do have the printed out paperwork in my drawer, and I'll just look it up. This is some bizarre
Bigamy,
avoidance,
thank you.
and it will give me the willies. Not gonna lie.
Thank you.
Opie says, I know for a fact.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what it was called.
And I saw the paperwork years ago. I'm pretty sure it's final in 1996, but I don't know the date. It was odd that he said it that way. And more on the divorce and the proof. Lots of commenters seem to be fixated on that. Opie said, I'm an attorney. I tried looking them up online, but records that old, from 1996, aren't usually available online. More than likely, it is stored on microfiche at the district court where this was entered.
Well, it's definitely a Christian-based law. Like, I wouldn't do it myself, because drama.
Not difficult, but detailed and
But
time-consuming.
if you want drama, I feel like you should be allowed to.
Time-intensive bullshit for him all the time. I'm tired of spending
Everyone has to
time on
agree,
something
though.
I don't even want to spend money or go to. I'm going to do nothing, say nothing, and let the date come and go. However, I will now probably go look for the records just to make sure the divorce decree was entered. Someone says, I understand so much. I'm concerned for you.
Yeah.
Make the time, go look, if for no other reason than peace of mind. There is a reason why my age, 59 demographic, are the largest cohort getting divorced. 70% are women who are sick of this shit. We have to do it all alone. It's just easier to be alone than dragging an anchor. Opie says, oh, I'm gonna find it, just to be sure the divorce decree was entered. Then I'm going to destroy it and never say a word. And yes, I'm getting increasingly tired of dragging this anchor. Information on the kids. Opie says his kids are actually from wife number 1, who passed away before I met any of them. His divorce was from wife number 2, but I don't understand why he will put no effort into finding the divorce date or working on the passport other than pure
I don't think he's
laziness.
lazy. I don't think he's lazy. I think
Actually,
he's
the
not
kids hated wife
divorced.
number 2. Yes, he's lazy. His kids and their spouses are very nice to me. I had a stepmother also, and I'm very careful not to try to be...
That's a great question, Lemon. I don't
hated it
remember.
when my stepmom did this. I just want to be nice, friendly, and not get in their business. Isn't that what a stepmother should do?
Which, by the way,
Same
we
with
can
the
start doing
grandkids.
more planning streams for that again, now that
asks,
Christmas is
why are you so
over.
married? Opie says, but that's a much longer post. For those of you in your late 60s, long married, you understand that marriage to a flawed person is still better than being lonely. At least most of the time. Weighing the pros and cons, he still comes up on the pro side. Opie says to another commenter, yes, I do feel alone a great deal of the time. Being alone has never been a problem for me, but I still feel like being married to him.
True, we did finish watching
Opie says to
research
another
material.
commenter, yeah, I have a backbone, but I also have a huge heart for my husband. I have no problem telling others to F off, and I've always been tough. I think this is the turning point where I'm totally done making any arrangements to make things easier on him. A commenter says, is it possible that he doesn't have the needed paperwork and is stuck in a loop because he has no idea where to start replacing it? Opie says he has enough knowledge to figure this out. I'm not even going to give him any pointers, offer suggestions, because there I go again doing all the mental work for everything. Commenter says to OP, no reason why OP can't go. She has a passport. If it was me, I'd go by myself and tell everyone exactly why I was unaccompanied.
I don't know if you automatically get divorced if you've been separated for enough. I don't know.
Probably won't even acknowledge me.
Hello.
Commenter says, if you continually feel ignored by them, stop giving. It honestly sounds like a huge expense to attend for someone who treats you that way. Opie says, yeah, I'm done. Now that I think about it, none of them ever reach out to me. When we go to visit his family, they're always nice, but they have never independently reached out to me one time, and all the time we've been married. Someone says, maybe they don't like your husband. He sounds kind of awful.
Yeah.
Sorry. Maybe he says, hey, this is Reddit. I come here for the truth, not to have people be soft on me. Opie adds to the post. Actually, one person commented about the RSVP, and that we'd have to advise them
chilling,
whether
we're
we were
distracting.
coming or not. Realizing that I had previously
Sort of successfully.
RSVP'd, so now I've changed my position and will be contacting his daughter to advise her of the issue. That comment is buried somewhere in response to another comment. Yesterday was truly full of example after example of me having to do everything in this relationship.
Yeah, I don't think there's
carrying
paperwork for that.
100% of the mental load, and I was just done. But today is a new day. I'm going to
Also,
be a
thank
better
you.
human.
Thank you mostly.
Someone
Thank
said, I'm wondering what the appeal was here. He's lazy and can't be bothered to do fuck all regarding his own kids and grandkids. It sounds like he's using weaponized incompetence to get you to do everything. Why would a smart, accomplished professional woman put up with this shit for 27 years? He can't possibly be that good in bed. Opie says because it wasn't always this lopsided. After his cancer diagnosis in 2018, and chemo, stem cell transplant, resulting neuropathy and depression. Became more dependent. He's somewhat better now, but we both fell into the me doing everything pattern. The last few years I've been trying to break that, especially with tasks that are not physical, require mental effort. Owen says, wow, that's a lot of left out information. Opie says yes. For the last year or so,
I feel like
trying to get the
it shouldn't take years to get back,
just mental tasks.
though.
It's so difficult once partner has basically shouldered the whole load. I'm starting to think that even though he said he wanted to go to the wedding, and inside he really doesn't. Therefore he's going to use the passport excuse for why we won't go. Fine by
Could
me.
just be an excuse.
Sometime after that post, OP did come in with an update and says,
Give us the
to
update.
all of you who commented before, thanks. This is the update, and I know I'm setting myself up to get knocked about, but this is Reddit after all. 1, I saw the divorce decree from his prior wife, so he is indeed divorced, and he and I are legally married.
Okay.
2, since that post, I've told him he needs to engage in the cleaning and taking care of things around the house. He's now responsible for one bathroom, and I'm responsible for the other. He actually pointed out a cleaning method to me, and I said, great, do whatever you like. He's been frustrated by the new order around here and continues to do as little as possible.
Dude.
I've tried to remain cheerful and positive. 3, his daughter called to confirm we are coming. He said, of course, and later asked me, we're going, right? I said, when you get your passport, I will make the reservations. He looked dumbstruck. I told him the application has been sitting, right where I told him, and he denied ever hearing me say that. He started working on the application, then asked me if he had a birth certificate.
What?
I told him I assume so because you were born. He asked me where it was, and I told him I have no idea.
Is he a child?
Figure it out. He was getting frustrated. I went and fetched it from the files and angrily told him, here it is, and you can take care of this from now on. Yes, I spoke angrily. Yes, I slammed it down on the table. 4, he flipped out and threw a plastic bottle of salad dressing into the kitchen, and it broke and splattered all over the cabinet. 5, like the
So he
mature
is a
adults we are,
child.
the rest of the day was spent in silence. I went into my office and he was again glued to the damn political news on the TV, just like he has been for years. He eventually cleaned up the mess in the kitchen. 6, I refused to cook for him.
Do
Will
you
not do
see
any of
what
his
I
laundry.
see?
Just change the sheets on the bed, and I bet they are this time next
Girl,
year.
run!
I've taken up residence in the extra bedroom in my office, but you're on one side of the house. 7,
Glued
I'm
to
not sure what
political
will come of
news?
this,
Which
but published
political
divorce from
news?
his prior wife had never been finalized. I would now be free.
Is he glued to
Financially,
Fox
we'll have to
News?
stand together.
Because
I will work towards getting unstuck. Someone says to OP, update me about it if he gets it together in time to get his passport. I think someone mentioned in your previous post something about maybe telling the bride that he hasn't gotten his passport. If you're on decent terms with her, you might want to mention it to her anyway. If you tell her now when he
that
doesn't
sounds
get to
so
go,
nice.
tell her
Hi.
that you never told him. Just like he denied you saying that you told him before. If nothing else, her getting on him might jumpstart him more than anything you do. Other than that though, I wouldn't do anything. Good luck.
Hello,
Enjoy your
welcome.
trip with or
we're
without
hanging
him.
out. We're watching
Hope he says
Reddit
the bride has been
stories.
informed of the situation. Because his daughter texted me later and I filled her in about the actual obstacle. She and I are on great terms.
That's
Love
good.
her, and I told her no matter what happens, I will get the bride a beautiful gift. The editor on this post said, to prevent
Interesting.
confusion, remember it's the granddaughter getting married, not the daughter. Opie is close to the daughter, who is the bride's mum. Commenter says, by the sounds of it, he never learned to do shit at home. Ask him if he wants to learn before he's on his own.
Yeah.
It might not save your marriage, but you'd save a life, even if it's the next woman after you. Opie said, ha, he's beyond saving. If some lady wants to pick him up later, she's on her own. I raised my child to be responsible and to be a partner in a marriage. It worked. Commenter says, seems you married a man-child. I hope he
Yeah.
decides to grow up, but the chances are slim. Opie says I did. Not sure what the future holds. Thankfully,
I've dated guys like that, and that shit doesn't really last that long.
Source of good income. Commenter says nothing
So I just
sexier
don't put
than a
up with
man who
that.
throws a salad dressing bottle when asked to complete a grown-up task. Opie says, yeah,
Like,
to
if
his
you won't
credit,
help
he
me,
won't
get out
pay
of
me
my
no
way.
I admit I've thrown things in anger and frustration before. At least it wasn't the ranch dressing, which I don't eat anyway. Commenter says, congrats on your being very organized and
You like
thorough
it?
with this fortunate
I know,
department.
I accidentally
You're correct
overdid
in
the
classifying Margot rage to him.
contrast, but I
Opie
like
says
it.
He's on the other side. He's been massively depressed since the election. Lol. I don't give two shits about politics other than to vote. Commenter says also
Interesting.
instead of getting things like his birth certificate for him.
Okay,
if he
well, it's
doesn't
not what
know
I was
by now,
expecting
then
then.
important documents are
That's
stored in a
good.
file cabinet. Either he's actually truly stupid or you married someone with disability. And the way to find out is to ask him. So after living with me for 20
Maybe.
years, is it because you're mentally deficient that you don't know where the important documents are? Or are you just stupid? I mean, you're not going to solve any problems that way, but it's sure as hell going to feel good and get a point across. Opie says, oh, mentally, I say a lot of stuff that would only serve to escalate the problem. Years ago, I moved a small 2-drawer file cabinet into our walk-in closet and told him that one is his, and his birth certificate is in there. It's the only thing in there. You literally open the drawer and there is one manila folder with his birth certificate.
Stop.
He does have ADHD and prefers not to do anything that requires organization and attention to detail.
Okay, so he has ADHD and decides to not treat it and has to use it as a cop-out for fucking everything? Dude, get medicated, get therapy, what is wrong with you? Don't use ADHD as a fucking excuse to just not do anything.
Commenter says, you have so much resentment. You need some counselling to work your way
Like,
through this and maybe need to try couples counselling.
you don't have to do it in the
Sadly,
same way that
you
people
will
without
have to
ADHD do it, but you need to find
sent
a
it
way
for
to
it.
do it.
This isn't
Are you
blaming you,
okay?
but to point out
It can't just not be done.
Opie says, confess this is true.
And I say that as someone with
Honestly, I
fucking
didn't realize
OCD that gets in
how
the way
much
of me
into I
doing
almost
many
slammed that birth
tasks.
certificate on the table.
But you just have
I
to
need to
fucking
work on
figure it
changing the
out.
situation and letting go of resentment. Holding on to that does no good. And Opie explains one more thing. Well, prior to my post was pretty much the start of my wake-up call.
Rip
Where
Ghost.
I wondered, why am I jumping through hoops doing all
I'm
the work for
blind
his passport? When he's
whenever
sitting
I'm
over
not
there
wearing
cackling at
contacts
the
or
TV.
glasses, so...
I already have a passport. He's a grown man, and even though I'm better at paperwork,
So
he's
fun.
still
Oh, honestly, my
thinking of
vision's
doing
not
this.
even good with glasses or
As
contacts.
usual, weddings just fan the flames of the usual relationship issues. And I thought that was going to be the end of it, but I checked OP's profile just
I'll
in
never
case,
have
and
actually
4
good
hours ago,
vision.
There's a brand new
Like, I
update
can't
where
even
from this
read the
recording,
text
obviously, which was titled
on the
Destination
screen right
Wedding
now
and
unless I, like,
Passport
squint.
Success. Again, I want to thank you
Problem.
all for posted helpful comments. It really helped me work through these issues, and we have made positive
Ugh.
progress on so many
I'm
fronts.
sorry, that
He
sucks.
obtained all the necessary information for the passport application and completed it. He did ask for my assistance setting up an appointment at
Wow.
the post office, have his picture taken, and submit his application.
I'm
As we
shocked he
online,
actually
doing
did it.
anything through their website is wonky. We're going to the post
Hey,
office this morning.
Mama.
We've
We're
also
listening
had
to
some
an
polite,
old
mature
man be a
discussions
man-child
about
and
him
slightly
doing his
grow up.
laundry,
Buddy,
which he has
claws
done,
sharp, stop it.
and that we need to equally share the workload of the house. He had to do the grocery shopping by himself last
How many
week because
carrots do
I
people think we
refused
should
to go.
eat?
He managed to
That's
wash
a
a
good
load of
question.
white, even used bleach without destroying any clothes. He's been doing the dishes and made loaded nachos for us this weekend.
Nice.
Granted, it's
Promotion's
still
good,
not
though.
50-50 yet, but I believe we will get there. So, as soon as I'm done with this update, I'm going to make our resort and plane reservations. Looks like it's a go. I'm going to text his daughter that it looks like we will actually be able to go and celebrate with everyone. I'm not sure how I feel after that because it just seems like such a twist again. I can
Yeah.
imagine some people saying, you know, they can't see it ending well, etc., etc., but they've been together for 27 years. And if there's progress to be made, then I kind of like, well, why not? I guess the thing is just to continue watching it to make sure he does make that
I
progress.
guess.
And it doesn't start
No.
slipping away again. What do you guys make of this one? That one's really threw me at the end. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and let's move on to another story. Now our next story comes from a user called 053014, and it's titled Me 25 female with my husband 30 male. I wasted some broccoli. During our
What?
relationship, 5.5 years dating, 3 years married, last night after I got home from work, he was relaxing on the couch. My husband walked over to me with some broccoli in his hand. It was turning yellow and clearly not good anymore. I thought this was for dinner tomorrow, he said. I guess it went bad. I'll get some more before dinner tomorrow, I said. He sat down on the couch next to me and said something like, "Can you explain this? Can you explain what happened?" I looked at him confused. He
What?
continued, "When did you buy this? Saturday? Sunday?" I said, "Yeah, I think Sunday. What's going on? What's your point?" He said, "You bought this Sunday for dinner Thursday. This clearly didn't work. You're having trouble planning ahead. How can we solve this?" I just stared at him for a while as he repeated himself, and finally, He dropped it. We've never really had an interaction like this before.
Is he okay?
It just seemed so condescending and nasty, like he was my boss and I was at work and I'd done something wrong. It was such a stupid, petty argument.
That is
But
so
it's the next
weird.
morning, and I'm still upset. Am I overreacting?
No.
Is he? Should I just try to forget
He's
this happened? Or
absolutely
should I talk to
overreacting.
him about it?
Like,
What should I
what?
say? And it's...
Like,
I appreciate
yeah, I
all the
would have bought it
support over
sooner
what
to
I
when you're
thought was a
cooking,
really
but like,
minor, petty issue.
who cares?
But how should I talk to him about it? Honestly, I feel kind of hurt and angry towards him right now. So how do I have a productive
So
conversation
weird.
with him about what's really going on? And not just attack him for being a jerk to me.
Right? Like, what
Absolutely
is
not,
going
but it's
on?
enough at the same time as well, with the can you explain this manager
Like, can you
type
explain
talk? Like
this?
said, talking
You
to like
didn't
just
plan
messed
ahead.
up a
How do we
major
fix
project
this?
and
Like,
some
the
company and
condescension.
what the hell is he
Jesus.
thinking? We're here says, maybe this is a pattern that he's been seething over for a long time. The anger seems disproportionate otherwise. Is your
Uh-huh.
fridge generally full of rotten food? Are groceries eating up too much of a tight budget? Either way, mega.
Like, his reaction
condescending.
makes no
Opie
sense.
says I didn't think so. I think maybe he's a little unrealistic about food. Like, we probably throw away one piece of produce every 1 to 2 weeks. I think that's pretty
It's
reasonable.
pretty normal.
I make
Produce
it a
goes
point
bad
to buy
quickly.
A lot of fresh produce, and it's just a little unpredictable about how quickly it goes bad. Or a lot of it I'll buy for general snacking, so I have no way to know the exact rate at which it will be consumed. Famous
Normal.
Monster says there is an adage. When a couple fights about the silverware, they're not really fighting about the silverware. This was not about the broccoli. Sit down with him and ask him basically what that was all about. Tell him that you're pretty sure it wasn't about broccoli. It may be a long
So weird.
conversation, but it's one you should have. Opie says, that was pretty much what I thought, so when he was talking at me and I kept asking, what is going on? What is this about? And he just wanted
Yeah,
to talk about
it goes bad
broccoli.
quickly.
Spring Plum says, I would not be at all surprised to find out he's worried about finances or something like that, and
Yeah.
just isn't quite ready to talk about it yet.
It
Opie
has to be
says
something
maybe
like
this
that.
is a stretch, but I gave him a really hard time this weekend about staying out until 4 a.m., not telling me where he was. He totally accepted that he was wrong and apologized, but maybe he's trying to get the upper hand back by finding something to fault me for. I don't know. It's the only thing
Why
I
was
can
he
think
out
of.
till 4 a.m. and you didn't know where he
Sometime
was?
Later, OP comes in with an update and says, well, I found out what the problem was. He was cheating on me.
Yep, saw that
Just
coming.
kidding.
Oh.
You got me there, OP. Yesterday, over
I was like,
lunch, we
yeah,
had a
makes
conversation
sense.
about our new investment property, which we are still in the process of buying and renovating. I knew we were stretching thin financially to buy it, although my husband has worked out exactly how long it will take for us to be profiting from it. But I didn't know how thin. It turns out my husband took out a 0% APR credit card with a 10,000 limit and is planning to load it up until the investment property is rented out and making money back. My husband hates credit card debt, and the whole time
Bro.
I've known him, he has never carried a balance.
Why would you do
I
that?
think this has been really stressing him out, and he took it out on me and the broccoli. Obviously, I wish he had been more upfront with me about the financials, but I do generally leave the money stuff up to him. It's his domain, and he's always done a great job with it, and I trust him 100%.
No.
Also, in the previous post, one person mentioned that he is probably in management. That person hit the nail on the head. My husband manages a team of people at his job and is generally very good at it. He has never taken his manager stuff home like that before, though. If something like that broccoli incident happens again, I'll have a talk with my husband about conflict resolution. But until then, I'm going to write it off as a one-time thing.
Bad idea.
Thanks for your help. You guys were right. Fifth Doctor says, don't scare us like that. Wasted broccoli is the leading cause of infidelity. User replies saying, it's a fact. And Chuck Norris, great name, says, I'm leaving you with some of my favorite broccoli dish recipes. Parmesan roasted broccoli. This is amazing making this. Caramelized broccoli with garlic. Oh, that sounds good. This broccoli and cheese casserole has gotten me laid on numerous occasions. And you have to search up the post if you want to get the links to those recipes.
Yum.
I felt it was relevant to share these because now that you figured out exactly why he did what he did, you two can make broccoli kind of a running gag, and it can be something you two can look back at and laugh when you're making all that money on the rental property you got. Gee whiz, talk about getting steamed up over vegetables. Oh, I'm a sad bastard. Anyway,
Oh my
I'm glad
god.
that they was able to work things out in the end and find out what the cause of the issue was. It's funny how like a random item or piece of food or something like that causes a blow up in a relationship, and we always discover it's never about that particular thing. I think the famous Reddit one is the Iranian yacht.
Why was he up until
Seems to be a flare on one of the subreddits.
4 a.m.
Maybe
out
that's something.
somewhere you don't know,
I
though?
don't think we've ever actually covered that story.
Did you ever
Maybe
find
that
out
one
where
day,
he
but
was?
what do you guys make of
'Cause
this situation? Let us know your
weird.
thoughts down in the comments below. Just a huge thank you for being here today, getting involved in the stories, your love, your support, your time. It always means the absolute
Ooh,
utmost.
have fun
Thank you so much.
camping.
Hopefully,
Bye.
see you in the next one. Take care, and much love.
Alright. Ugh. Hey, buddy. What should we listen to next? Chat. Should we find more Reddit stories? Or drama? Or what? Hey, buddy. 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 Stop. I love you, but stop. Jesus Christ. True. Let's find a Queen video. Let's see. Oh, okay. Let's do the IG model tells cops she died and came back from the future. Have we seen that one? I don't think we've seen that one. I don't think we've watched that one together. Have we seen that one? Oof, I'm sorry, Ghost. I'm sorry. I feel you. There are so many days where I'm just like, and my eyes are not cooperating. Cool. All right, we'll watch that then. I will play the timer and stuff so we can all play it together because there will be stuff to watch. I think there's body cam footage in this one, I think. There's the link. Okay. Alright. Make the timer. Also, I need like a snack or something. I'm hungry. Timer open. Oh my god, open. That's a great question. I don't know. I'm gonna have chips while we're waiting for this fucking timer to open. Why is it not opening? There you are, bitch. Okay. Alright. No chip. The very end of this bag of chips, I'm gonna finish the chips. Which, because it's the very end, I'm just gonna cut the top off. Make my life easier. Don't have to go through the whole bag to get to them now. The Dino Nugget the Dino Nugget shortage has ended. Yes, I do have some. I just, you know, haven't cooked any. Top surgery on the bag. True. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
Bada bing, bada boom.
There's 4 ways that this is gonna play out for Javier.
Here, I'll
if
put a
he is
title
telling
up.
the truth, maybe he can help save the world. Or the world can maybe save Javier. Because if he is trapped like he says he is, he's gonna die very soon. If he's not telling the truth, he will either make a lot of money or he will get caught and shamed. These are the only options left for him now. In 2021, Javier starts posting his first few videos on TikTok. It seems like warnings for us. I don't know, for
They gotta be
humanity, that's
chicken.
what it feels like. Javier starts by explaining he does not remember what happened or how it happened. He just remembers he woke up in the hospital one day. He's hooked up to a bunch of machines in the hospital bed. He doesn't know how or why he's in the hospital, but he gets up from the bed and it's eerily quiet. The machines aren't making any noise. He gets up and starts walking out of his large hospital room, and it's so strange. Hello? There's nobody in the hallway. There's not a single nurse. I mean, hospitals are one of the few places that, regardless of the time of day, there's activity. He walks down the long corridor. He's peering into each room that he passes that have all these hospital beds, all these machines, expecting fellow sick patients or people crying, coughing, machines beeping. Nothing.
How's that?
It's dead silent. He starts getting freaked out because... What do you mean nothing and nobody is at this hospital? How is he completely alone? How is he even in the hospital to begin with? How the hell is that possible? He runs out the hospital, same thing.
Itchy.
Streets are empty. There's not a single person in any of the businesses that are
That's not
nearby.
the
There's
bubbles.
cars parked. Nobody's in them. They're cold. If he touches
That's
the
not the
hood,
bubbles.
they're ice cold. They haven't been on or running in a very long time. What the hell is happening? He manages to get his phone. He takes a video and he posts it online. He writes in the TikTok, I woke up in a hospital. Humanity has gone extinct. There is no one in the shopping centers. The date today is February 13th, 2027.
What?
From there, Javier starts posting TikToks of all these empty streets. Every time he's walking around in a public place, it's completely empty. You don't see a single person. You don't even see a shadow of a person. The stores that he's walking through are completely empty. He posts empty hospitals, airports. He even goes to a police station that's completely empty, finds the keys to one of the squad cars, gets inside. I mean, of course, netizens are going crazy with these viral TikToks. They're
I'm so
very
curious how he
skeptical,
filmed them.
honestly. Some are enjoying it for what it is, which is entertainment, but others think that he's playing tricks, right? Maybe he filmed this during the pandemic, and he's just now posting
Right,
them,
how did he do
like,
it?
a year later. Or perhaps he goes to
It
all
could
these
be during the
places
pandemic.
super early in the morning to film before the city wakes up. So yeah, I mean, obviously nobody is there, which leads Javier to leaving these secret packages in tourist-heavy spots. He's trying to prove, because he's like, I read your
He's from
comments.
the future, though. That doesn't make sense.
2027 and nobody is here. In order to prove it to you, I will leave a package somewhere very secretive. He goes to a tourist-heavy spot, leaves a package, nobody is there. Fellow netizens will go to the same spot, it's filled with people, and the package is there.
How?
Wait, I don't get it. If he's from 2027 and he leaves the package, how would we find it in
Yeah.
2021 or 2022?
Yeah, nobody knows.
That doesn't make sense. The timeline is not adding up, right?
The timeline isn't making any sense. Yes, but Javier is like, for some reason, it's happening. Other things Javier has done to try and convince the internet that he's from the future is going out during the night to show that he's not just out during the early morning hours. He also has gone to highly secured locations, historic landmarks, hospitals, airport backrooms, stadiums, medical labs, usually places that a random person cannot just walk through for fun or for filming or just to take a look around. He's even walked into a Mercedes dealership, taken a key, and just driven off. I mean, evidently, Mercedes cars run so well that even after sitting there for years,
I wonder if it's like a really
they're
rich
still
person
drivable.
just bored doing
The
it.
videos are entertaining due to the mere fact that it is weird and strange and eerie to see just so many public places be so empty. However, there's probably an easy explanation to how Javier is filming these TikToks. It's conceivable that he was able to obtain filming permits, or maybe it's explained that he's friendly with authorities, or maybe he's part of the authorities, maybe he's a cop, and he has the ability to get clearance to go into these locations, or who knows, maybe he's a game developer who's capable of CGIing everyone out of scenes, and this is part of a game that he's working on, so he's testing it out and generating conversation for his future projects. That could make sense.
Is
Any
he
of that?
still doing it today?
Yes.
Really? It's been going on for years.
Yes.
Oh.
But it just can't be true,
I'm
right?
eating,
that
Bubba.
Javier is from the future.
I'm eating.
Because Nobody is from the future.
I'm eating
right?
Bubba.
August 10th, 2024, 6:45 in the morning, there are at least 5 Miami-based paramedics in the area. That's not even including the other authorities. The
It wouldn't be
police,
AI.
Just paramedics surrounding this
It'd be like
little blonde
Blender.
woman. She's laying on the pavement, shirtless, and she tells them, "The aliens."
Got her titties out and
One of the
everything.
paramedics leans down. "Excuse me? They're coming. They're coming, they're coming, they're coming, they're coming." "What?" "I'm from the future. I'm a crystal ball. You can live off me."
Well, the book.
I'm from the future. Awesome. Oh, crystal ball. Can live off alien books?
Later they ask her,
Are you on
"Do you
drugs?"
know what happened? Do you remember what happened?" And she responds, "Yeah, I died." The authorities are
Definitely
very
on drugs.
interested in what she has to say, because obviously there's no way
Bath
she's from
salt
the
strike
future,
again,
right?
bruh.
I mean, how does one die and come back to life like that? But more importantly, just a block away from where she was claiming that the aliens are coming, there are 2 people who have been killed, and they're not coming back.
Oh. The sound of my voice sounds really familiar. I feel like I have, but I
We
can't
would like to
place
thank
it.
today's sponsors who have made it possible for Rotten Mango to support the JED Foundation. The JED Foundation is a nonprofit that exists to protect emotional health and prevent substance misuse in our nation's teens and young adults. This episode's partnerships have also made it possible to support Rotten Mango's growing team, and we would also like to thank you guys for your continued support as we work on our mission to be worthy advocates. As always, full show
Thank you,
notes are
Queen.
available at RottenMangoPodcast.com. With that being said, let's get into it. I have a question for you. If you are walking on the sidewalk, it's morning, so it's bright outside, there's people everywhere, you're walking north, when suddenly all the morning joggers, all the fellow pedestrians start running in the opposite direction as you, what do? Do you keep going north where they're running from, or do you U-turn and start running with them and nobody's really telling you what's going on, they're just running?
Like, they're panic, screaming, running?
Yeah, like they look like they're on a mission. Something has happened. They're running either away from something or to something.
Oh yeah, I'm U-turning.
You're U-turning?
Yeah.
That's exactly what Macy Lathers does. She's wearing blue jeans, a red hoodie, the hood is pulled over her head, and she's briskly walking in one direction. There's CCTV footage of her. She's like 24, right? Now, clearly, she is not out for a morning jog. She's wearing jeans.
The way
But
she's
she does
walking.
seem like she's sort of in a rush for something.
She seems
She's
inebriated
walking
as fuck.
When a bunch of people start running in the opposite direction, and she has this moment where she hesitates, but maybe someone says something to her, because she immediately U-turns it around 180, joins the crowd, and starts running from where she was coming from. Makes a full U-turn, which takes her straight to the street where there are 3 cars that look like they have been chewed up and spit out on a random Miami road. There are firefighters descending. There's one car they're having to pry open this crumbled piece of metal. A piece of the car has to come off so that
Bro.
they can get the victim out.
That
There's
is
3 cars, a white Mercedes, a black
That's
Range
a
Rover, and
rough
a
accident
silver
right there.
Suzuki. It appears that the white Mercedes ran the red lights going 80 on a 30 road, slammed into the black Range Rover. The black Range Rover and the white Mercedes then both slammed into the silver Suzuki. It caused all 3 cars to be completely smashed. Ultimately, the driver of the black Range Rover is rushed to the hospital, injured but alive. 2 passengers in the silver Suzuki, Abraham Molina and his friend Jesus Rubio, they were in the backseat headed to work, and the collision killed them.
Bruh.
The driver of the Suzuki that was in the car with them, Abraham's wife, Juanita, was rushed to the hospital where she managed to survive. Which means 2
good.
passengers are dead. The driver of the Range Rover survived. The driver of the Suzuki survived, but she lost her husband and her friend. Then who was driving the white Mercedes? As the police are trying to figure that
Dude,
out,
cars don't scare
a block
people
away,
nearly as much as
Macy,
they
the
should.
one that was running with the red hoodie, she is seen. She's the one that U-turned, right? She manages to slip away from the crowd, where 1 block away, she's now on the ground throwing up, just in the middle of the street. There's so much going on at 6:45 in the morning on this Miami intersection. She's now completely topless. Her red hoodie is off and it's down the road.
Wait. She made a U-turn?
Ran back
Uh-huh.
from where she was coming from. There's
Uh-huh.
3 cars piled
Hello.
up. And then she takes a turn and starts running down a block. But somehow, her top is off. Her shirt comes off. She's completely topless
Why?
in the middle of a street. There are 2 officers standing there, guarding the scene, and guarding Macy in a sense. It appears like they're trying to get her up, but it's not working very well. I mean, the whole thing is difficult. She's kind of slugging around on the pavement. There's a whole group of construction workers watching the whole thing unfold. Some of them are filming, which is alarming considering she's topless. But nevertheless, there's this big wet patch on her pants. Evidently, she peed herself. And eventually, the officers give up on trying to get her up. They're confused on what's going on. There's a female officer on site who looks like she's thinking through if this career path is even worth it. And
She's
in
like-
the perfect timing, Macy is on the pavement screaming, "Ah!"
She wasn't even exaggerating.
They ask her, "Ma'am, what car were you driving?" "My name is Mercedes. My name is Mercedes."
My name is Mercedes. Mercedes. Calm down.
Is her name Mercedes or Macy?
It's
Or-
Macy.
It's not even her
Mercedes.
name.
No.
But she was driving Mercedes.
Yes.
Okay.
The male cop has to tell her,
That's
calm down,
so
calm down,
funny.
calm down.
Stop.
I'm from the future.
I'm
Awesome.
good.
Amazing. I have
I'm
a crystal
good.
ball.
I'm from the future. I'll crystal ball and live off me.
Ma'am, what did you take? Tusi. Pink, 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 pink. Oh, fuck.
Tusi, pink. See drugs, fuck.
Tusi.
You know those cute PowerPoint videos that your phone makes with the old
Pink
photos
Coke?
that you come across every few months? I get the cutest little videos of my nieces when they were like 1 year old and they started crying and I started crying. It's beautiful. I love going through those. And I'm sure all
Crystal
parents
ball,
can
man.
relate. They do the pet friends, you know, they always have those. And I realized that I don't go back enough and look at them enough. And that's why I realized that this is the perfect gift to get anybody in your life, especially parents. My sister takes hundreds of photos of my little nieces.
I'm trying
and
to
I
use
don't
up
know
the
if they
rest
ever
of
go back and
this.
Look at them. And then I got them aura
As you can
frames.
see,
They
it's
now appreciate all of those
mostly
moments
empty.
just randomly throughout the day, every day. Aura Frames is the world's smartest digital picture frame. It's an easy and beautiful solution to instantly frame photos and videos from your phone. It's incredibly easy to set up. All you need is the Aura Frame and free app, Wi-Fi, and you automatically get free unlimited storage, meaning you can upload photos from your phone to your Aura Frame. But you can also have your family or friends or whoever you invite to also share photos and videos that will instantly appear on your Aura
Bro.
Frame wherever they are in the world.
My parents
I think
got me this
is
for
so
Christmas.
beautiful for long distance friendships, relationships, or if your kid is going to college, this is kind of perfect. No memory card required. Aura Frames is a fantastic option for the
This is
holidays as well
not,
because you can personalize
tobacco.
and preload an Aura Frame, and the person receiving
That's
it has the option
that's
to
the
make
key.
it their own. Keep it how it is.
This is
or
not
invite
tobacco.
You or your other loved ones to continue updating it. Plus, once you buy the Aura Frame, there is no membership required to use it, no strings attached. We actually have an Aura Frame upstairs where it's connected with my sister. So when she takes pictures of the girls,
My throat
it'll
is
come into
completely
our Aura
numb.
Frame as well, so we can see it if we're not always with them, and it just lights up your day. Save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames by using promo code ROTTEN at checkout. That's AURA frames.com, promo code ROTTEN. This deal is
My
exclusive to
parents
listeners, so
don't,
get
but
yours
my
now in time for the holidays.
grandparents.
Terms and conditions apply.
My grandpa probably smokes more than I do. Nah,
In
I probably got a
Colombia,
beat.
there is a woman, not many people know her real name. They just call her the Queen of Tusi. She is the head of this organization called
The
La Empresa,
fuck?
which translates to
What am I
the
looking at?
enterprise. They run
The fuck is that
Tusi
monkey?
trafficking ring in that region, and it's a fully fledged
Oh no, it's that
corporation, if you
British
will,
guy.
with manufacturing, drop, and shipment safe houses that are connected by underground tunnels in that region.
Yeah, my grandpa was a
Each
hippie,
safe house
so-
is guarded 24/7 by men with giant machine guns, and nobody is allowed in or out unless they're part of the enterprise. Until a vice journalist decides, I'm gonna go in there and film a YouTube video.
No, tobacco would absolutely
Full-body
wreck me
pat-down.
though.
That's what it starts with. Only then
Like,
is
that
the
would
Vice
make
team
my
allowed
asthma
into
go
one of the safe
crazy.
houses to see the supplies, and it's
Weed
just
doesn't
these
for whatever
giant
reason? I don't know
bags
why.
of pink powdery substance.
Wait, they let the Vice team come in?
Yeah, they always let Vice
Yes.
in.
Oh, okay. So it's not
Which
a
is
secret
great.
filming. It's agreed upon.
Yes.
Okay.
And there's just these pink powdery substances in
That's why they have
bags
masks
called
on.
Tusi. It looks like sugar dyed pink. It looks like something my nieces would bake with. As for what the pink powder is, that
It does. It
depends
looks like that pink
on
powdered
who and
sugar
when
you
buy it.
use
And
for
even
like
then,
baking.
each time you could get something else entirely. Mostly it'll be some sort of variation or mixture of caffeine, which technically can be used to treat medical conditions. Some patients will be prescribed it to treat pain management as well as mental health treatment, mixed with
But it's
MSA,
such low
aka
dosages.
ecstasy, or mixed with sometimes, and potentially even fentanyl. Believe it or not, some drug traffickers
The way that
even
people
add
get so
caffeine to it to bulk it up.
Unreasonably scared
Some
about
say it
fentanyl
enhances the
is
experience because caffeine is a
fascinating.
stimulant, but most traffickers who care about profit margins will say,
like, no,
caffeine
touching
is
it
legal,
will
it's
not cause
relatively
you to
cheap, it
overdose. Are you
bulks up
okay?
the mixture. You're adding powder and it's sold by weight, and it reduces production costs while still providing the stimulating effects.
So
These
funny.
days, the pink powder is known as pink or Tusi. Yeah, it contains relatively no nowadays, nor does it contain
Interesting.
2CB. 2CB, it's what it's named after. 2CB was actually first synthesized by Dr. Alexander Shulgin. He's an American pharmacologist who is known for creating over 150 drugs throughout his career. He's actually quite a fascinating character. He was well known for willingly testing his creations on himself for documentation purposes, he said. In his book,
It
he writes
is,
that
but
2CB
also
was by far one of
people
his fondest creations.
can and do
In
build
his
up a
whole career,
tolerance.
He said he was focused heavily on creating psychedelic compounds that could be used for
It's
therapeutic
just really funny how people
Therapists who have
freak the
tried
fuck
2CB
out.
with their patients said, you know, it actually was pretty helpful. It just created an open space to talk to the patients where they could access their emotions that they would never normally open up about. It would be normally guarded off. It feels mild, not too harsh of a drug that shocks the patients into some sort of reaction. It doesn't
Why do they
leave them
call it
confused
pink
afterwards. It's actually
cocaine?
quite gentle, at least the way that we've tried.
Because that none of that is like giving
A lot of therapists
coke.
liked what they were saying, but everything kind of falls apart.
None of that
when
is giving a
2CB
coke
starts
reaction,
getting
maybe the
marketed
meth a
as
little.
way to increase stamina in intimate settings. People start using it recreationally so that they can see each other naked. The DEA
Jacking it in San
freaks
Francisco.
out because when used recreationally, the effects are unpredictable. If you take too much 2CB, and some people have reported when they took too much, they become irrationally violent. They don't identify as violent or angry people, but they'll take it and they just want to choke someone. They
See, I can't
classify
do
2CB
uppers.
as a Schedule 1
I have a hard no
controlled
uppers
substance,
rule.
right up there with
So I can't do
and
coke.
cocaine, meaning the DEA has deemed the drug, 1, of having a high potential for abuse, and 2, having no accepted medical use in the United States.
Good for you.
So 2CB
Proud of you.
is completely illegal. Not even just on the street level, but on the medical level as well. It seems like in the very low dosages, like I said, some patients have noted becoming passive, but the high doses,
Yeah.
people also report having these intense hallucinations, morbid delusions, where they just start doing violent
Just do
things.
mushrooms.
Sometimes that lasts up for 12 hours. Some
Just
experts
do
believe that the
mushrooms.
visual hallucinations are stronger than what you get on LSD or even shrooms. And it has been argued that the potential medical
Do
benefits
acid
are not really
then.
there.
If you
Additionally,
want
the
stronger
potential dangers
visuals
of
than
the
you
drug
get on
just might not be
shrooms, do
worth it either
acid.
for society.
Well, you want stronger,
2C,
not
even though it's
DMT.
named after 2C,
Are we
the
okay?
chemical
Have we
compound,
lost
it no
the
longer
texts?
contains really any
Have we lost
2CB.
the ancient
So it's
texts
called pink.
of how to hallucinate
Nowadays
the
doesn't
drug?
really contain cocaine. It was called 2C after 2CB doesn't
Like-
really contain any 2CB nowadays.
That's so odd. Why they do that?
It's cheaper, more affordable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mainly add those in with caffeine, bulk it up.
Hey, it's better than
So
Oxy,
they're
I
just
feel
using the
like.
same name.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the whole thing is very dangerous because every
That's fair,
trafficker
that's fair.
makes 2C
I love
differently, and sometimes
hallucinogens,
each time
but-
that they make it, it's different. One netizen writes, "It's not a real drug. You guys, it's a Frankenstein monster, a random shit that should almost
Yeah.
always be avoided unless you send it to a lab for testing."
Yeah.
Another netizen said, "It's the fish soup of drugs. Do not buy the fish soup."
Do not buy the fish
One of the
soup.
Cartel members states, Tusi is like an explosion that has arrived in the world, and it's here to stay for a long time. It's a gold mine. It's a #1 among young kids. It's for kids who don't want to sleep for 3 to 4 days.
Just do
the
Adderall.
Queen of Tusi even states
Oh my God.
that color attracts more people, you know?
Like,
We know the harm it causes in the central
just
nervous
do normal
system, so
Coke.
I don't use it.
Wow.
But now, the vice journalist is standing in the Queen of Tusi's safe house with armed guards telling him, you should try it.
Like, there's reliable drugs.
And they're serious, they're not really giggling
Reliable.
with him. He's like, oh, no, thank you though. Thank you very much though. This time they're a little more firm. They're trying to signal to him in a subtle way that they're not joking. They do want him to try it. They point a machine gun at him. Try it. Okay, I'll try a little bit. That is how he gains their trust. That is how he tries pink cocaine on video.
I don't understand what's going on. Like,
Yeah.
why are they allowing this guy to come in and record all of
Sometimes Vice is
I don't know.
great.
this? Just flexing? Like, what's going on?
Nobody knows. Yeah. He ends up trying Tusi for the first time that night, and only then do they invite him to see how they make
Right?
the product. I'm not entirely sure.
I
what
don't
was
get why you would
expecting,
ever
but
do, like,
I
a
definitely
new
wasn't
drug when
expecting a cartel member
the
to be in front of a
traditional drugs
stove
work just
with a normal
fine for all of
pan,
that.
adding random dashes of
They're
liquid
tried
cocaine,
and tested.
sprinkling in ecstasy, food coloring, and then he would take his gun and mash up pills using his gun like a pestle. And at one point, the vice journalist asks him, have you ever thought about buying a professional grinder? The quote-unquote chef stops grinding the pills with the back of his gun, looks up at the journalist. What? No. He goes back to sauteing the now pink mixture on the stove using 2 credit cards as cooking utensils, just sauteing it. In his
so funny.
downtime, as he's letting it simmer, he takes hits
It's giving
from his
Breaking
brain.
Bad.
It's crazy.
But,
Their
like, Jesse's set up
operations, just
before
this
Walt
one enterprise
joined.
alone, cooking on this stove, brings in $20 million a year from the pink powder.
So, like, you're saying the visual looks just like those movies?
Yes.
Like guns and credit cards and they're
Yes.
taking
I
the hits at the
guess.
same time. It's just like the movies.
Just like the movies.
Oh.
One
Yeah, I
doctor
mean, I'm
says,
sure that if you
"People
actually
can
get it.
die,"
I'm
and
specifically
the
talking
worst
about the
part
pink
it is there's really no
version.
quality control out there
Like,
on
the
street, so
actual
you don't
thing
really know
sounds
what you're
like
getting.
chill,
I mean,
whatever.
they're referring
Makes
to this
sense.
as
And the
pink,
guy who
and they're
made it
making
sounds
pink
like
because
he
it's
knows what
easier
he's
to
doing.
market and easy to sell because it looks cool and it sounds like
But the
fancier.
pink
Like, I don't
cocaine,
pay
really?
this, but it's very concerning to law enforcement because whatever drug is out there is going to alter someone's mental state and you don't even know what's in
Well,
there.
listen, the Silk
You're
Road
playing
might
Russian roulette with these types of drugs. Everyone's concoction is going to be different from the next person's. One netizen states, I got a bag of it once. For me, it was like, me more so, but I was a little more awake than usual. Friend of mine tested it, but found it also had inside, so there's that. One netizen claims they've seen a supplier make a batch and said they just use whatever is left from the other drugs. They don't
Yeah.
measure anything. Like, whatever's on the table, just now with pink coloring. It's
Yeah.
like leftovers. Another netizen agrees,
That's why
writing, it's just a
it-
cocktail of whatever random drugs the cartel janitor swept off the floor the previous night, mixed together, and then dyed pink. There is not one standardized formula for pink Tusi. One person who has been high on it says, I honestly thought I was losing my mind. I mean, everything went
It
psychotic.
reminds
I
me
saw demons
of,
everywhere. I thought my brain broke. And I was going to be left in this psychotic state for the rest of my
what's
life.
it called?
I never took its sense. Not worth the fun. Another netizen says, same thing happened to me. It felt like time stopped, and I was stuck in this single moment forever. And then everyone around
What's the
me
fucking
turned into
synthetic
demons.
weed they would sell
Everybody's
at
heads
like
all
smoke
turned
shops?
180 degrees and looked directly at me and started
Oh my
saying,
god, what's it called?
he knows. Get him out. He knows. Like I had unlocked some unknown reality straight out of a scaring. I still have nightmares about it to this day.
fuck is it called?
Wouldn't wish that kind of trip
Spice,
on
thank you.
any
Yes,
of my worst
Spice.
enemies. Another netizen
Spice.
writes,
It
I took
reminds me
with
of
my boyfriend.
Spice.
We quickly realized that it was going to be a bad trip. I couldn't formulate sentences. We were completely
It reminds
in a
me of
different
Spice
dimension.
a lot.
And then he got super aggressive. He couldn't recognize me, started throwing around stuff and talking about weird things. At some
Dude,
point,
the
he started
Disneyland Haunted
choking me
Mansion
and
is
repeatedly
great. I
saying
love
that
it.
he wants to kill me. I was
Especially
glad
during
that I could escape
Halloween.
because he didn't recognize me and he wasn't going to stop. Never again after this experience. Please, everyone, be careful with this. That is what Tusi is. That's also what Diddy has reportedly been allegedly addicted on. That all of his staff.
How could you be addicted to it if
Tusi?
Right, that's
it's
where
not
from.
reliable?
Yes.
I see.
Tusi is what Macy tells authorities she's on. When she's laying 1 block away from a 3-car pileup that killed 2 people, she's laying on the road completely shirtless, and she keeps saying she's from the future. She has a crystal ball, and the aliens are coming. They're coming. I know the answer to heaven. I know it's in the crystal.
I know, but it has physically dependent things, but every time it would be different, no?
The construction worker that is around tells the officer she was trying to jump into someone else's car. What car was she driving? The white Mercedes, I think, down the block. She's the one that caused the accident that just killed 2 people, and now she's topless on the ground talking about a crystal ball. Eventually, when the paramedics come, she starts,
Unfortunately, it's not usually drugs that's causing the problem. Drugs are an easy solution for whatever the actual problem is.
That she has urinated on herself. She's out of it.
The water.
People do drugs to escape.
Open a dome. This is how it's seen.
Art. We need to create art. We need to create. My mole. I died under the crash. The officers ask her, ma'am, what car were you driving? The white car. What kind of car was it? Mercedes. My name is Mercedes. My name is Mercedes. I'm from the future. I'm a crystal ball. You can live off me. Later in the ambulance, paramedics ask her for her name.
Giant
What's your
Kit
name?
Kat.
Put me in a coffin. Gold. What's your name? Macy. Love. You love me. You guys love me. Please. The answer is numerology. Go look at numerology.
What's your name? Put me in a coffin, gold. What's your name? Macy.
People have a really strong psychological attachment to weed.
All right, Macy, do you know where you are? Yeah, I do. Earth. You're where? Earth. Yeah, we're all on Earth. Do you know where you are? What city? Oh, Miami. Do you know what happened? Do you remember what happened? Yeah, I died. She's laying there staring at the wall of the ambulance, I don't know, into the crystal ball, into
100
the void,
toddlers.
just repeating, like a voice note on repeat. Pink Tusi, go now,
Girl.
go, pink. The answer is in the sun. Go to the sun. Go in the sun. The answer is in the sun. Look at the sun. Everyone lives at a different pace. The answer is in the crystal. Go.
Go, now, go.
What the
In
hell?
reality, Macy is clearly not from the future, nor can she predict when the aliens are coming to our planet with greater accuracy than your conspiracy theorist neighbor. She's high on pink Tusi. She just killed 2 people. The most notable thing that she's done, at least from what I can find online prior to this incident, which makes me so angry to even say
That
this,
argument
because
would
how
make
is this the
sense
most
to me
notable thing that
if
she's
weed
done?
was
She is
actively
a
doing something to harm your
self-proclaimed
life.
Instagram model, but her most
If it's
notable
actively doing
online
something to
appearance
harm
is on
your
the
life,
Red Pill
then
podcast,
yes, that
which
makes sense as like
don't even
a
get me
you
started
should
on the brain
quit
dead things that come out
argument.
of these gremlin podcast
But if it's
hosts'
not
mouths. The host of
harming
the
your life in any way, if it's not,
yet not so successful
then
podcast loves to
there's
say
not
things
really a
like,
valid
a
argument
key that
as to
opens
why you
many
would or
locks
should
is a
have
master
to.
key. A lock that opens with many keys is a shitty lock. Men and women are not the same. We are not equal whatsoever.
Wait. What? A key that opens every
He's like, what the
lock is
fuck?
a master key. And then what about the lock?
But a lock that opens through many keys is a shitty lock.
Okay, that sentence.
Well,
makes
some
sense,
drugs
but
are
what is he
inherently
referring
harmful
to?
to your body.
Private parts.
Are keys and locks.
He's basically saying
Oh, so I see
if
a
a
man
woman has slept
Shockingly,
with many
no.
people,
Right.
she is
There is
a
no
shitty
inherent
person.
downsides.
versus
But a man who has slept with many a woman,
is a master key.
yeah.
I don't think you can do heroin in moderation.
Wow. I don't see how is that related at all, but okay.
Yeah. He's saying all of this in the episode that Macy is a guest on. He
There are
says,
things that are
"A man
chemically
with
addictive. Dude,
a bodies
Siri.
is successful. A woman with a lot of bodies is a failure. A woman's value is intimately tied to how many sexual partners you've had when it comes to finding a man.
Oh yeah, no. What I was saying was
Yeah.
like I don't know how key and man and woman are related at all. Is
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like, it's the only relation that he
Yeah,
found
but
was
being
like,
a functional
okay, you gotta stick
addict
it in.
and being
Yeah, which
That's
is
the only thing.
like the most ridiculous,
actually healthy is a different thing.
lobotomized comparison of like, okay, an
You
animate
can be
object.
functional under a lot of situations that are
talking
not
about?
good for you.
He also says man can't be hoes because we're the homemakers.
That's what I'm saying, like,
Women don't really have this concept of violence and how the world really works in general. Most girls don't
Like,
know, and that's why
cocaine-
most girls are not fit to be leaders.
let's say you
Men
are a
are better decision makers. Men are better
functional
problem
coke
solvers.
addict.
They're the ones that
Plenty of
create
those.
society. I can't really
It
think
fucks
of a
up
female
your,
inventor
like,
in my head.
nasal way.
Yeah, which to comment on
It's,
that
like,
last
actively
thing,
very
I can't
bad
really
for
think of a
you.
female inventor in my head. Your stupidity is not
Like,
proof of a concept. It's like very small, limited worldview.
Actively
But
super
regardless,
bad.
He continues to
Like,
react
anything where you're
hysterically and
injecting,
emotionally. Your opinion is irrelevant.
the
because
risk
you're not
there
a
is
man.
insanely
The takes
high.
that these podcast hosts have are so overdone. Their
So-
whole job is to be a misogynist, and they're not even really good at that because it's not creative. It's just very dumb. But in it, Macy responds.
My name's Macy.
Macy.
I'm 22.
Where you from?
I'm from
Jean.
upstate New York, a super small town called Fort Plain. Right now, I'm a bottle girl, and I kind of resell things like, you know, like sneaker drops, you know,
Okay.
She also says, I'm celibate. I swear to God. And then she kisses her hand and sends it up to God. I'm just on a different timing. I'm just here to get opportunities and money and shit
Like,
that.
arguably, alcohol should be on that
After
list
sitting
too.
through the entire
Because habitually
hour,
using
I think it was
alcohol
an hour and a half
is
of
super
the
bad
two
for your body.
smooth-brained co-hosts like giggle gaggling, sharing their quote-unquote independent thoughts that are just spoon-fed basic red pill rhetoric you can find in one Google search or on Reddit. Macy says
It
this about
depends
that.
how you're
you know, it's cool. It's very
taking
doing,
that heroin, because if
I
you
mean,
were
guys
like
definitely do have a
injecting it,
strong mindset. You kind of, you know, make it
the
hard
risk
that
for
heroin thing.
infection and other things
You make it
is
hard for
super
us to have
high.
own opinions
Yeah.
and good for you.
She
Anything
does
where you're
make it clear
injecting,
that she does not agree with
you
their
have to be
viewpoints,
super
but
sterile
the same
with
thing
it.
that can be applied
And
for
most
the Red
people
Pill
just are
podcast
not.
host and Macy is there's a quote, okay? It goes, "Remember when you are dead, you do not know that you are dead. It is only painful for others around you. The same applies for when you are stupid." These are the podcast hosts. This is Macy. They're all on the same side.
Yeah,
The
your
judge
veins can
presiding
collapse
over
and
this
stuff
case,
too.
well, one of the judges in this case is the Honorable Mindy Glazer. She's actually quite famous. She
Oh
went
my God, I
viral a
love
few
her.
years ago because when she's sitting up on the podium one day, she doesn't look particularly thrilled for the day ahead. For hours, she's gonna sit there, talk to a dozen different
Mm-hmm.
defendants. And she's honestly just trying to get a few pieces of key information from the defendants. Are they hiring private attorneys? Do they need the court to appoint one? Have they served in the U.S.
Anything with
military
harsh
or the
chemicals is
reserves?
gonna be bad for you
Very
long term,
standard
honestly.
process, routine work. Defendant comes up to the stand in their orange jumpsuit. They get sworn in. Judge Glazer asks them a few questions. On to the next. It's like a factory line of people. Next up, judge reads through his paperwork. Arthur Booth, charges include burglary, grand theft, fleeing, resisting arrest. Hi, Mr. Booth, how are you? I'm okay, ma'am. You actually have 3 arrest affidavits: reckless driving, damage to property, leaving the scene of a crash with serious injury. He looks confused. With no serious injury. I'm sorry, no serious injury. The bond on count 1 is $7,500. And she's about to read off the rest of the bonds, but she looks down at the paperwork, looks up at the defendant, Arthur
No.
Booth, and starts writing things down. Okay, Mr. Booth, I have a question for you. Yes, ma'am? Did you go to Nautilus for middle school?
Oh my god, I was just looking at this case.
F15-13303. Okay, Mr. Booth, I have a question for you.
Yeah, this is so crazy.
Did you go to Nautilus for middle school?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry to see you there. I always wondered what happened to you, sir.
Oh my goodness.
This is the nicest kid in middle school. He was the best kid in middle school. I used to play football with him, with all the kids, and look what has happened. I'm so sorry.
Oh my goodness.
He keeps sobbing. Oh my goodness. He used to be a promising student, but he fell into drugs, gambling addiction, which really set his life off course.
Good luck to you, sir. I hope you're able to come out of this okay and just lead a lawful life.
One netizen comments, he wasn't crying because she recognized him. He was crying because right at that moment, he realized what he had become. Another comment reads, I think the realization that at some point, more or less, they were equal in some regard, going to the same school. I mean, obviously, we don't know their personal environments, but then they took opposite paths. I'm sure with different circumstances, he could have been the judge. And that must hit you really hard. That's what Judge Mindy Glazer has gone viral for. My husband has been...
Yeah, dude, I remember. Oh. What?
so adamant on teaching our nieces about investing, and I really had to explain to him, sir, these kids are 3 years old, but he always tells me he wishes someone taught him more about finance and investing, and he had thought about it more when he was younger, because according to him, time in the market beats timing the market. And that is why we love Acorns. Today's episode is sponsored by Acorns. I've partnered with them before, and although my nieces cannot get acorns yet, and they might not understand the concept of investing right now, it's practically the same process as growing a tree. Imagine this little seed as pocket money that you have on you right now. All the coins in your piggy bank or all the bills in your wallet. If you plant that seed, tend to it on a consistent basis, and then just let it grow, years down the line, that seed may grow into a big oak tree. Acorns makes it easy to start automatically saving
with
and
weed,
investing
especially
for
if you're
your
not
kids,
smoking it,
and your retirement, even during the
like
holidays.
if you're doing edibles or something.
Look, the holidays can be tough. It feels impossible to be both generous and smart with your money. So many of us,
unless you're the type of person who gets like anxiety from weed or something, or like weed just doesn't cooperate with you, there's like no downside.
I love how simple Acorns
the only downside with smoking it is that you're smoking something,
or a younger loved one to
but it's like infinitely less chemicals if you're properly purchasing your weed that's not
but Acorns makes it easy
from places that
you don't need
heavily
to be an expert. Acorns will recommend a diversified
put shit
portfolio
on it
that matches
for whatever
you.
reason.
You don't need a ton of time. You can create your
Then
Acorns account and start automatically investing your money in just
it's
5
a lot
minutes.
better for you than cigarettes.
You don't need to
so
be rich.
yeah.
Acorns lets you get started with the spare money you've got right now. That could be $5 a day, or even just your spare change. And that's right, Acorns can round every purchase you make up to the dollar and automatically invest your spare change for you. And you get bonus investments just for buying the stuff you need from the brands you love. Head to acorns.com/rotten or download the Acorns app to start saving and investing for your future today. Paid client endorsement. Compensation provides incentive to positively promote Acorns.
Well,
Investing
that's
involves
something.
risks. Acorns Advisors LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/rotten.
I mean, I would suggest not using it if it gives you anxiety, but if it helps, then
One of my favorite things is shopping for other people. But shopping for myself is an internal struggle. I think
damn
we've all
clean,
had
we
that
got hella
moment in the
ads in this
dressing room
video.
with the LED lights and the mirrors, and
Good
you're
for you.
just looking at
Lots of
your body from
sponsorships.
every angle, and you're sweating, and you have intrusive thoughts, and you're like, okay, this is not a good time. I don't even know if this looks good on me. And that doesn't have to be the experience anymore. That's where Stitch Fix comes in. Stitch Fix is revolutionary.
it's on an individual
online
basis,
personal styling
exactly.
service,
So, like I was
simplifies
saying,
the
there's no
entire
inherent
traditional
risk.
shopping experience. Frustrations like sizing issues, limited stock, and unflattering dressing room lighting are eliminated. Plus, you work closely with your Stitch Fix stylist. I just shared my
Just like for some people, it gives them really bad anxiety, and those people probably should not use it.
I can try on the clothes in the comfort of my home, which I love. I can give my family
Or like how
members
some people are
fashion
allergic
shows,
to
see how the
alcohol.
colors look and feel in real life. Because sometimes a sweater looks great and then it turns out itchy. This is perfect. And then I just send back the pieces that don't work. The ones
But
that
yeah,
do
some
work,
people
I never
can
put
get,
in
like,
in my closet. And the absolute best part is
sick
there
from
is
it
no
and stuff. It can be
subscription
really
required.
bad for some
You can
people.
order one box one time without future obligations. For example, you
Yeah,
can
exactly.
give
If it was
the
going to be an
gift of
issue for
Stitch Fix
me,
to
it
your
would
mother or
have been
loved
found
ones
out a
for the
long time
holidays.
ago. I've been smoking
One-of-a-kind,
every day for like 10 years.
personalized experience with carefully selected pieces.
I think we would have figured it
complete
out.
with outfit recommendations and styling tips. Avoid the frustrations of traditional shopping, long lines, crowded
And
dressing
again, my
rooms,
grandpa
and
has
give the
been
gift of
smoking
personal
since
styling for everyone.
the
Get started
dawn of
today
time,
at stitchfix.com
so-
/rotten. That's stitchfix.com/rotten.
He's been smoking since like the 50s, so
For Macy's case, however,
Not
the
worried.
judges are not nearly as empathetic. In court, the judge is reviewing her case and realizes that Macy wasn't even supposed to be in the car that day because she doesn't have a freaking driver's license. Furthermore, even if she wanted one, she couldn't get one because she's banned from getting a license. Her license has been suspended
Bruh.
indefinitely. We don't know why, but we can imagine it's not a good reason. There's this quick back and forth between Macy's attorney and the judge where the attorney states she doesn't pose a danger to the community. She's a
She
college
clearly
graduate.
does.
She's been in the state of Florida, Your Honor,
The
for over
fuck?
almost 2 years, so I don't think that there's anything to suggest that she's a flight risk. To which the judge responds, she is an absolute danger to the community based on the killing and driving when she shouldn't have been in a car, and she's clearly impaired based on her statement.
If it wasn't for
the citizens or witnesses nearby who stopped her, she would have completely fled.
So it seems like she was running away in her red hoodie, sees the crowd of people running towards the scene, and it doesn't sound like anyone says anything to her, right?
Yeah, she
I don't
was
know the
just
CCTV
drugged out of her
footage
fucking
of
mind.
the street level camera after the car accident where she's running away from the scene. It doesn't seem like someone says anything. It seems like she joins them because she knows she sticks out like a sore thumb running in the opposite direction. So she U-turns, runs with them, goes back to the scene of the crash,
Whoa,
but manages
Jean.
to take a turn and starts running away. She takes off her top, maybe in her, who knows what state she is in. Maybe in that state she thought, okay, that red hoodie is so red, people are going to remember it, so I got to take it off. I don't know if that's what happened. That's just
Dr.
a
Drew.
presumption. Takes it off, tries to get
Who the
into
fuck
somebody
is
else's
Dr.
car.
Drew?
The construction workers stop her. Then the police come and they're like, what are you doing?
So
That's how
what are
she
you
gets
doing?
caught. But if none of these people had done anything, she would have just fled.
April
I think
Boys.
it's a female on the ground. They're holding her because she wanted to leave the scene.
Right. She could have ran away, but instead she's like super
She's thinking.
under the influence, so she's doing a lot of weird stuff.
It's like she's doing a lot of weird stuff, but clearly the motive is to flee.
Right.
I think even her
Right,
joining the crowd is a pretty conscious decision.
Right.
I think if you're really out of it, you would just lay there on the scene and be like, oh my god, I'm dead.
Yeah. So it's a lot of weird, fleeting.
Yes, just from my unprofessional
I don't know
knowledge
who the fuck
of
that is.
watching the body cam footage, she does seem high on drugs, right? But it's very fascinating that she still makes
I'm gonna be honest, CBD does
to flee,
jack shit
to
for
get
me.
away with the crime.
Literally nothing. Does literally nothing.
Even the aspect of thinking, if I'm running this way and all these people are running
Like,
that way,
it's
I should probably
useless.
join them. That is very.
Yeah.
That's meticulously planned.
Yeah.
Like, I can have
The
none
chain
of that. I
reaction
usually
crash
buy
that
weed with
she
none of
caused
that.
Killed Abraham and his
Because it
friend,
does
Jesus, while they were both on
nothing.
their way to work. Her counts are 2
We are
counts
listening
of
to
DUI
watch it.
manslaughter, aggravating
Mango.
factor of failure to render
It's
aid,
linked in the
1
description.
count of DUI causing bodily injury to another, 1 count reckless driving causing serious injury, 3 counts of driving without a driver's license resulting in injury or death.
It doesn't
2
really
counts
do
of vehicular
anything for me,
homicide
though.
Caused by failure to stop.
I don't
1
get
count of
negative
leaving the
effects
scene
from
of an
weed.
accident involving death. It seems like the
There
defense
are
is going
none
to
for
try and
me.
argue that Macy was not
Stay
in
safe,
her
though.
faculties during the time of the crime because she was on pink.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck
It
love
appears
line
that
is.
will
I've
be
never heard
quite
of
a
that.
difficult thing to defend because regardless of the drug,
My
she
cat's
should not
okay,
have
he's
been behind
somewhere.
the wheel. She should have not taken the drug. She should have not fled the scene. The defense might even try to argue that technically she was not fleeing or leaving the scene of the accident. They might also try to claim that she was involuntarily intoxicated, that she was drugged.
Yeah,
But
CBD is
she
a
did
scam
herself
to me
admit
personally.
that she took pink Tusi, if you will. So I'm not sure how that's going to play out.
I
It will
buy
also heavily impact her
anything
case
that
because
has
she was
like
driving
the
home from
highest
a
levels
party.
of
She's not
THC
supposed
that
to
I can
drive.
possibly
She drives
find
to a
and the
party,
lowest levels
does
of
drugs,
CBD
drives
that I
back
can
home.
possibly
Those are a lot of
find.
decision makings that's happening.
Wait, that happened 6:40 a.m.
As
You
God
said
intended.
6:45
She
a.m.
was driving home at 6:45
Wow.
a.m. And since then, Juanita has been unable to work since the incident.
Dude, I feel so
She
bad
is
for
the
her.
driver of the Suzuki. Her husband and his friend passed. And I'm sure the idea of even driving to work will become this never-ending battle against
Dude, I could not
PTSD.
drive after that.
She says Abraham's 16-year-old son has been left without the
Is
love
CBD
and care
the
of his
Delta? I
father,
don't know.
who was his entire world. I am now unable to work due to my injuries, and the boy's life has been turned upside down. Abraham's
That's
mother,
cool
who
for
lives in
her. I don't
Nicaragua,
have epilepsy
suffers
though,
from
so it doesn't do
Parkinson's
jack
disease
shit for me.
and is now not only grieving, but also left without the financial support from her son. Juanita said that she went to court to see Macy during the bond hearing, and quote, "It felt horrible seeing her. She didn't look remorseful. She's a danger to society." Those are the thoughts and things that are going on in Juanita's life. But as for Macy, if you find her Instagram, which is still active, her bio reads that she is, quote,
Yeah,
one
I
of
think it's a
one
placebo for
Gemini,
most people.
lit in real
Absolutely.
life,
Like,
money emoji on my
it kind of
brain
pisses me
emoji.
off when people swear by it
One netizen
and then
comment
they like
reads,
try to
"She will
get
now
me
be
to
modeling only in
use
orange
it to
jumpsuits."
cure
A lot of
XYZ
netizens
problem I
also point her out
have.
for her self-proclaimed
Like,
status as a model. They comment, "Anyone with a cell
No.
phone camera now equals model." Another reads,
It
"What does she
pisses me
model?
off to the
A
same
shitty
degree as people
personality?"
who push like
Unfortunately,
tea tree
for
oil will
Macy,
cure
her most
autism.
two viral
and
pictures that
that
she is known for as a
peanut-free
model now
peanut oil
are,
is
one,
actually perfectly
her
safe
mugshot,
even if you have
and
deathly
two,
allergies.
another of her posing in front of her dented Mercedes
Shit
before
pisses
the
me off.
accident. The caption reads, #24
No.
birthday cake emoji,
CBD.
aching like fine
CBD
wine.
cannot get you high. Like at all.
Other
CBD
netizens
has
have pointed out to
zero
this one part in the body
zero
cam
part of that
where
gets you high.
Macy is being pulled
So
out of the
you're not
ambulance.
buzzed
She
off
tries
of
to tell
any
the paramedics.
CBD, I promise.
The devil
That
real.
is absolutely a placebo if you think you're high off of CBD. Placebo for sure. But no, only THC
And
gets
it
you
might be
high,
you.
which is why
And that
CBD is
the
useless.
case of what has been going on with Macy Lathers, the girl that was on the Red Pill podcast, self-proclaimed Instagram model that ended up killing 2 people on pink. And I think with this and with the Diddy case, there are a lot of mainstream news outlets now reporting the dangers of pink, and it's only getting
Babe, the
more
positive
popular
effects of
in
weed are being
party
high.
cities. New York City, LA, Miami, or like
What are you
the
talking
hotspots.
about?
So be
The
careful,
positive
because it's
effects
just-
is being
you
high.
don't even know what's in there.
What?
How can you even recreationally do that if you
Like,
don't
what the
know what
fuck?
it is? So
Are we?
It's very
We've lost the plot.
misleading. It's like
I just
it could
really
be
want to do
anything,
weed,
and
but I don't want to
the
get
minute that they
high
start
like
adding
those
more people
degenerates.
into it, if not already.
The fuck?
I mean,
Why? Take an
kill them.
they don't know
aspirin.
what she's actually on, right? Like they didn't test her because she said,
they did.
"Oh,
Like
Just
seriously,
a lot
what the
of
hell?
different drugs, but alcohol. is
Like,
not
go
one of
take
them.
a bath.
wow."
Yeah,
What is
so,
it
I mean,
doing
when
for
test
you?
For like Tusi, it doesn't come up pink. It
Yeah.
comes up
Being
like,
high is
MD.
the entire
Yeah,
point
yeah,
of
exactly.
doing
She
weed.
was in
What the
a
fuck?
state that she was in, you know? That's so terrifying. That's what happens.
Like,
You
I'm
don't know
so
what's going on
confused.
at all.
Yeah, this was very strange. I know the Stephanie Malgoza case where she was drunk driving. It's
that
very
bitch.
different. There's same and different. This was different in the sense there are moments where it's very strange to watch her. And her tone of, I'm from the future.
I don't have epilepsy.
While this is all happening is very creepy.
Yeah.
Like there's 2 people who
That's
passed
not an
away and walk
inherently
away, but
positive
you
effect.
caused.
Sure.
And it's just, I'm
If
from
you
the
have
future.
epilepsy and want to use
And we don't
CBD
know
to
how
treat
long
epilepsy
she's-
specifically,
it's
then
still
that makes
ongoing.
perfect
Yeah,
sense.
she's gonna head into, I think,
Name a
pre-trial
reason
hearings.
why a normal
And that is the
soccer
case
mom
as of
needs
right
to be
now.
using
What are your
CBD.
thoughts? And please
What the
stay
fuck
safe,
is that doing?
and I'll see you in the next one.
What the fuck is that doing for the majority of people? Majority of people are not using it to treat fucking epilepsy. What? Like, I'm not talking about treating epilepsy. That's like the one thing that it's been proven to be helpful with. What the fuck does it do for normal people that don't have epilepsy? For people who don't have any like health problems like that. What is it doing? What is it doing? It's literally just a fucking placebo. It does jack shit. Like, huh? I don't get it. It's snake oil. They literally act like it's gonna cure your fucking depression, it's gonna cure OCD, it's gonna cure autism, it's gonna cure all this fucking shit. They literally treat it like they treat tea tree oil and shit. They act like it's gonna cure eating disorders. It's actually incredibly frustrating because no, it does not. It doesn't do fucking any of that. Are you okay? Like, how does it help with pain? Like, you guys have done CBD, right? Like, you've actually done it before? How the fuck does it help with pain? THC absolutely will help with pain. Makes perfect sense. You're high. You don't feel it. You're fucking high. How is CBD helping with that? It doesn't have painkillers in it. It's not a painkiller. But I hear that all the fucking time as a reason to use it. No. Like, I get fucking headaches, back pain. I get tons of body pains. CBD has never once fucking done anything for me. It's a placebo. Like, it is not, dude, stop comparing it to THC. It is not like just THC but you don't get high. That's not what's happening. That's not what's happening. You get the benefits from THC because you were high. What's not clicking? I'm not basing it off of my own experience. I am basing it off of the fact that anyone who has this opinion doesn't actively smoke weed. Anyone who thinks this just, like, is usually a fucking soccer mom or, like, super uneducated about drugs. So they are easily to feed into a placebo, thinking that they will get high off of it. A lot of them genuinely think that they are getting high off of it. It is CBD. You are not getting fucking high off of it. They genuinely think that you're gonna get high. That is how little education they have about it. They are not doing this because they have epilepsy and they've been told by a doctor how to properly treat it using CBD. That's not what's happening. I'm talking about soccer moms who are like, have a tension headache. Or like, they want to de-stress. And so they do CBD. What the fuck is that gonna do? Like, see, you don't even take CBD. So what the fuck are you talking about right now? Google says it helps with anxiety. No, it fucking doesn't. I don't know how to get this through your head, but no, it doesn't. THC, for sure, because you're fucking high, but that's not even the case for everyone. Some people, that gives them anxiety. What the fuck is CBD gonna do? Melatonin is a better option here. Like, melatonin's an infinitely better option here. I don't understand. How do I know? Because I have panic disorder. I have severe anxiety. And I've been given CBD and told, oh, this is gonna cure you. This is gonna fix everything. And then guess what? It doesn't do fucking shit. Like, holy shit. It doesn't do anything. And then these people, the same people, will be like, I'm so high. Off of CBD! Ah! You literally cannot get high off of it. You can't get high off of CBD. Nobody can get a high off of CBD. Because it's a big deal, because you can't use something that is a placebo. As far as it's been proven, it's a fucking placebo for all of that shit. You know what helps with anxiety? Actual anxiety medication. They make actual anxiety medication. A shit ton of different types of it too. So you can try all the different types until you find the fucking right one. CBD is not a good alternative. No, there is actual medication for these things that have actual research to back it up, and tons of research to back it up, versus this shit, which it's giving snake oil. I don't know how else to get that across to you. It doesn't do anything. Oh my god. They do say you get high. Like, I have so many friends who have worked at weed stores who, they are told, like, incessantly to fucking push CBD products. And they're constantly asked by people who come in there looking for CBD products if it will get them high. And they have to explain that no, it's not gonna get them high. Like, there's actual medication, like, there are certain things that for some people CBD can help with, but that is such a small percentage of people compared to the vast amount of people who claim that it is a cure-all for fucking everything. No, it's not gonna cure your OCD. It's not gonna cure fucking autism. It's not gonna cure your depression, and it's not gonna cure your fucking anxiety. It doesn't cure mental illness or anything like that. Oh my god. Like, that's the shit that pisses me off, is that it's treated like just a fucking magical little fucking miracle pill. And that's just not what's happening. Like, no. And a lot of the things that people claim it helps with, that is not the case unless you are taking it in the sense that you are taking it with something that has THC also. It doesn't work without the fucking THC. You need to be high. That is what helps with a lot of these things. It's... Dude, yeah, the turmeric and apple cider vinegar shot in the morning. That probably does more for you, honestly. Like, fuck. Like, it's... Oh, my God. I know you don't agree, and you're wrong, and it's okay that you're wrong. You don't have first-hand experience. It's okay. I have first-hand experience, and I'm telling you, no. Don't suggest it to people. It's honestly offensive. Like I said, it's the same thing as claiming that fucking tea tree oil cures autism. It pisses me off to that degree. Because, like, sure, it might help, like I said, small percentage of people. You can't act like that then applies to everyone. Like, no. It's the same shit as fucking Chick-fil-A claiming that their allergen-free peanut oil is safe. No. That's just not how it fucking works. Like, bro. Like, I will maybe give some credit to it once people stop treating it like snake oil, but until then, no, it pisses me off. No, I would literally never recommend CBD for anything. I would say it's a waste of your fucking money. Because it's not cheap, by the way. It's a really fucking expensive alternative. Like, oh, your back hurts? Take some aspirin. It hurts more than that? Go to your doctor and tell them. They will prescribe you something that will actually help you. Like, it's so fucking expensive. It's literally just a scam. Like, see, that's the problem I have with it, is that it's pushed onto people claiming it's a cure-all. Way too many people truly believe that shit. And then on top of it, it's really expensive and then is just a placebo at the end of the day. So it's like you're wasting money, you're getting people's hopes up, and then it's just a placebo. Like, sure, if you're aware it's a fucking placebo and you want to go into it knowing that, that's one thing. Or you're the rare type of conditions where it does actually help you, then for sure. But like, it's purposefully misleading people about like medical things, and they'll be relying on it, hoping something changes, and then it's not gonna fix it. That's the thing that pisses me off. Because it's giving people false hope and wasting their money in the meantime. So, yeah, exactly. A massage. Better alternative. It's proven success. Like, interesting, Gene. Huh. Exactly, Jeffu. It's Like, it just... I don't like medical scams. I don't know. Maybe I'm a radical, but medical scams kind of piss me off. Giving people placebos when they need actual medical care pisses me off. Maybe that's just me. No! We can't have Munchie! He's a baby! He's just a baby. Also, his hair is too fine. It would never come out. Ben gay? Huh? We can definitely put an outfit on him. Some cherub wings.
Uh-oh, Minty. You gonna get all dressed up, sir?
He's closing his little eyes. He's asleep.
He's sleep kitten. Sleepy kitty.
Baby. He's so cute. I love him. See, but that makes sense, Pips, because that's like one of the few things it's actually helpful for. It's like people who just like abuse Adderall, but like there's an actual like usage for Adderall. Like it's not gonna help you in the same way. Jean. Well, the thing is, placebos work is the thing. They just don't work for everyone because it's a placebo. So it's not like a reliable solution, but like placebos are very strong if you're susceptible to placebos. If you're the type of person a placebo will work on, then a placebo will work well. If you're not the type of person a placebo works on, then placebos do not work. So, yeah, it's kind of the conundrum with placebos. So... I'm sure there are benefits because there's benefits to like weed itself and other things. So I'm sure that once there's more studies done on it and it stops getting treated like cure-all snake oil it currently is, then probably a lot more can be derived from it. And then we can probably figure out how it actually helps people. Exactly, Jean. That's a great question, Jeffy. I don't know. I don't think THC needs balancing. I'm gonna be super honest. Like, he's waiting for his next meal, baby. Here. cannot relate. No, Pip! It does sound really gay. No. Bruh. It is the same color as Pepto, though. Alright, let me think. Let's... We need another thing to distract ourselves. See if anything comes up in my recommended here. You want to break early and move over to the movie stream? We can do that if you really want to, guys. We can start watching movies. I'm not opposed to that. Pepto being pink wasn't marketing. Interesting. It's such a good color, though. No, so we're gonna be watching The Sound of Music, and then we're following that up with Inglourious Bastards. So that's what we're gonna be watching, because catharsis. Yeah. Oh, it's pink bismuth. That makes so much sense, actually. So do you guys want to go watch Sound of Music? They are really long, so I'm okay with moving over early. Okay. Wait, can we do a poll? We can. Here, let me make a poll. You guys can vote. Okay, this will be meaning we move over to Fansly, but that means that you can begin your quest to get me naked, and we can watch movies freely. It's up to you. It'll be free to watch and join. Don't worry. You can you can join. You can watch. Just make an account so it's easier for me to call you a name. No, not the pink sauce.
It's almost time, Munchie. It's gonna happen any second now, Munchie.
It's almost his food time. He's gonna freak out and get in his little kitty stance. There we go. I love how he runs around it. He'll stick his little hands in. It's so cute. Baby. Baby.
Get it, Munchie.
The ferret. The kitty ferret. He's so vicious when he's eating. He's very small. He's only 5 pounds. He baby. This little nugget. Yeah, I should probably break, right? Should probably break in between. Break for Borger. Yeah. I should probably do that. He wasn't that much smaller 3 months ago, but yeah, a little bit. A little bit smaller. His winter coat is in right now, though, so he's fluffed out a lot right now. He's so fluffy. Baby. No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know, I should break. I should definitely break, though. But I will see you in the replay, Jeffu. Hey, my kitty. Goodbye, sir. Time for him to go scream in the hallway. Time for him to go scream in the hallway. Yeah, break and meet back at 6 o'clock. I'll throw up the starting screen so you guys can have music if you want to squat on the stream. No! No! No, not shave the kids in. Oh. That's a good question, maybe. Bubbles definitely would. Bubbles, would you... Bubbles, would you turn into shrimp? Bubbles. Okay. Let me go get food started and, well, not started, but you know, food. Swap over. I feel adequately distracted, yeah. Yeah, actually. I do feel adequately distracted. We gotta go on some good rants. We avoided the main rant. I don't know if we'll avoid it next stream, but this was a good distraction though. Honestly though, I think we'll be able to scream slightly more on Fansly, weirdly enough, about that type of stuff. That's actually censored less on Fansly than on YouTube. Which, just because I'm not showing anything though. You can pretty much talk about anything on Fansly. Not anything, but you know what I mean. As long as you're not showing it, you're pretty much chill. So, yeah. On the bright side. No. Alright. I will see you guys over on Fansly in like 30 minutes. And we will be watching The Sound of Music first. So go find a copy of The Sound of Music. I'm probably gonna be watching mine off of Prime. Let me just double check that so you guys can go get it ahead of time. There's the Screaming Munchin. Yeah. Yeah. It is on... it is on here. Make sure you're getting the original Sound of Music and not the Sound of Music live with Carrie Underwood. Okay? Okay. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Pretty much. So, yeah. First movie, Sound of Music. Second movie will be Inglourious Bastards. We'll see what time it is after that. That'll probably be the two we watch. So, yeah. Anyway, see you there. I will put up the break screen or the start screen so you can hang out and chat without me. But don't chat too much. All right. Thank you for hanging out with me. If you will not be joining us for our next stream, though, thank you for distracting me on YouTube. It was very appreciated. It's been a week. It's gonna be 4 years. So yeah, it's gonna be so fun. I'm probably gonna post more rant videos on YouTube soon. Because I took a little break from doing rant videos and other stuff because I had to fucking finish the Disney vlog. Now that I've finished that, I have other things to do for you guys. I have another vlog I filmed, but we'll see. I'm gonna probably post a rant or two before then, so yeah. Might do a sex work rant, might do a rant about, I don't know if I want to do a video about the current stuff, because I just feel like that it's, I don't know. I don't know what I want to say about that, so I don't know. I don't know, if something comes to me, I will film it. Otherwise, I will see you on Fansly. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on here next week. I will update one of my games, and we will do a game stream next week, okay? Next week, whatever it is, it'll be a gaming stream. So, yes. Jesus, stop. So, yeah. Also, there are new videos up on my website, if you haven't checked that out. I'm not gonna let you vote for a game because it's gonna just be whichever game is the least annoying for me to update. It's gonna be whatever game cooperates on my computer, so it'll be a surprise for us all. I hate short goodbyes, actually. Yep, Teddy's gonna game, I'm gonna game, we're both gonna game. So I might fix Stardew? That might be the one I fix. I don't know, we'll see. All right. Yes. So it should be, hold on, let me. $1965. And it is the one with Julie Andrews, Christopher Plummer, Richard Hayden, Peggy Wood. Directed by Robert Wise. That one. Yeah. It should be 2 hours and 55 minutes is how long it is. I think there is an intermission at some point, so maybe that's just like the first part of it? If it is the correct year and actors and everything like that. See if it's maybe just the first part, because I think there is an intermission halfway through, because older movies did that, so. Yum. Okay, I'm gonna go get food. I'm hungry. I will meet you over on Fansly. I love you guys. Okay, see you soon. Bye.